or Sky Q Box, then access settings and use the audio selection option. Any problems? Please contact our viewers hotline.
Pŵer, cywirdeb, cyflymder. Mae'r chwaraewr yma'n gwybod sut i symud.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Ar ddiwedd y tymor, daw'r gemau ail gyfle yn uwch gyngraedd Cymru JD yn goron ar y cyfan. Y cyfle ola i gyrraedd Ewrop. Mae'r dre newydd yn y rownd derfynol yn barod. Gorymdaeth iddyn nhw yn y gogledd neithwr 4 gol i 2. Y sgôr terfynol, ac oedd hi'n teimlo'n weddol derfynol, ar faes tegid hefyd. Diwedd cyfnod i'r Bala o bosib. Y dre newydd yn mynd â hi o un pen y cae i'r llall, y goliau'n llifo, a dim loc o gwbl i Loedrian yn y gol i'r Bala. 2 gol i'w rwyd i hun. 2 gol i George Newell yn ceisio llusgo'r Bala nôl mewn iddi. Ond bod tro oedd y lygedyn o oleuni. Ond y dre newydd yn diffodd hynny. Maen nhw'n lligad i Ewrop am y trydydd tymor yn olynol. Maen nhw hefyd yn gallu eistedd yn ôl yn gyfforddus prawn ma a gweld pwy fydd i gwrthwynebu'r nhw. Wythnos nesa, rownd gynderfynol, gemau ail gyfle felly. Met Caerdydd sy'n cwrdd â Hwlffordd. Mae'n fyw fan hyn ar S4C. Llawn da i chi, croeso mawr ato ni. Mael Davies sy'n cadw cwmni ni, croeso ato ni Mael.
Diolch yn fawr.
Un o ser ifanc y gyngred gyda pen y bont a Cymru ec. A ddim yn gorfod poeni am y gemau ail gyfle Mael. Mae pen y bont di cyrraedd Ewrop yn barod, di gorffen yn drydydd tymor yma. Llongyfarchiadau enfawr yn gyntaf.
Diolch yn fawr.
Sut teimlad oedd yna cyrraedd Ewrop felly?
Ie, briliant. Wnaethon ni'n galed i'n unen ar y degau yn y tymor, ond mor falch a mor prowd i pob un yn ymwyr ar clwb.
Ie, tro cyntaf erioed. Pwy sy'n ymuno gyda chi felly o'r gemau ail gyfle? Dre newydd, maen nhw drwodd yn barod. Sut ti'n gweld hon yn mynd? Met i gorffen yn drydydd, Hwlffordd yn seithfed, a Met felly da'r fantais o chwarae gatre, pedwerydd dylen ni weid. Faint o fantais yw hwnna, bod nhw gatre?
Ydy, mae'r dorf yn mynd yn fwy a fwy bob munud mas, felly fi'n credu mae chwarae gytre yn mantais fawr. Mae fe'n acto fel 12th man fel licsa chi. Bydd e'n mantais fawr a bydd e'n help fawr i Met Caerdydd.
Ie, ti'n iawn am y dorf gyda llaw. Ni'n sylweddoli neithiwr hefyd ar faes tegid. Mae'r drymiau fel sason nhw'n ymddangos ar ddiwedd tymor. Cyffro yn y gemau ail gyfle. Dewch ni glywed gan y rheolwyr nesaf. Newn ni ddechrau gyda'r gŵr yng ngofal Met Caerdydd, Christian Edwards.
Christian, on paper, Cardiff Met will be favourites today. Does that come with extra pressure at all?
Of course it does. You look at the way the league pans itself out, and people talk about momentum. I think Haverfordwest would have the momentum with the amount of games they've won in the bottom half. However, we've played at a level, and I think the level does look after itself, playing against TNS, against Pen y Bont, Cons Key, Bala, Newtown, week in, week out. It's difficult, so I think you've got the blend there and the mixture and the balance. But we will be our favourites, but the game's not played on paper.
You mentioned momentum, Haverfordwest unbeaten in their last 7 games. What kind of challenge will they pose to you today?
They'll pose a challenge because if they put the ball on the floor and be brave. When the ball's on the floor and being brave as they are, it's always tough. They've got some really good individual players. I'm a big fan of Ryan Jenkins. I think he's a big, powerful centre-half that always looks at ease on the football pitch. So he'll be a threat to us all game. And they'll have other individuals that will cause us problems as well. But I'd like to think, equally, we have players and individuals that will cause them problems.
Met have had European success before, Christian. How much would it mean for you to repeat that?
It'd be huge. It's a great adventure. The last time we got there, I think it was our year to definitely get there. We battled 3 previous times to that. A bit like Pen y Bont this year, they deserved to get there. It was their year, and hopefully, we can repeat that. It's not going to be easy. People talk about winning. I think winning's a marathon and not a sprint, and that is the essence for me. And we just have to work hard. If we play out our values and our beliefs today, and the way we think football should be played, then I'm sure we'll be victorious. So, looking forward to it, but we have to make sure we take care of Haverfordwest first.
Christian Edwards yn barod amdani. Mael, ti di chwarae iddyn nhw, ti di chwarae yn erbyn o digon a chwarae gyda lot o chreuwyr yng Nghymru hefyd. Pam ti'n paratoi chwarae yn erbyn Met? Be chi'n ddisgwyl gan Met? Pa fath o dîm yn nhw?
Mae nhw'n tîm dda iawn. A mae fe'n dangos yn y gyngor lenni, chi'n bod, maen nhw wedi gwneud yn dda iawn. Gallu chwarae pêl-dro dyniadol iawn. A maen nhw'n good boys, maen nhw gyd yn ffrindiau. Maen nhw gyd yn dyn, a mae hwnna'n help fawr am y llwaith. Felly, atgofyn melys iawn o chwarae gyda Met Cyrdydd. Na, bydd yn gêm dda iawn heddi.
O ti gyda 4 o'n nhw, gyda Cymru Ec yn ddiweddar hefyd. Ni wedi siarad chwarae'n erbyn nhw. So beth yw i chwarae gyda nhw? Pa fath o boes yn nhw?
Ie, boes real ffein. Fi'n i'n chwarae gyda nhw am blwyddyn, so wy'n i'n nabod nhw. Boes real neis. Oddi ar y ca. Emlyn, Kyle McCarthy, Tom Price, Sam Jones, maen nhw'n gystadleuol iawn ar y ca, ond off y ca, maen nhw'n boes ffein iawn.
Profiad na fyd, agos erbyn hyn, sôn am Emlyn, Lewis, Kyle McCarthy, maen nhw grew sydd yn trwy'r ei gilydd, rheolwr, maen nhw gyd i bod i Ewrop, yw hwnna'n help?
Odi, chymod, maen nhw wedi, a hefyd yn y gêm ail gyfle, maen nhw wedi bod yn 4 gêm ail gyfle, mynd i Ewrop unwaith, a dim ond colli yn y rownd gynderfynol unwaith. Felly bydd e'n help fawr gyda'r profiad, a mae cwbl o boes newydd, so bydd y cymysgedd hwnna'n help fawr.
Ie, diddorol. Met ar fantes o fod gatre, felly Holford di gorffen yn 7fed, a maen nhw yn y gemau ail gyfle. Am y tro cyntaf, dych chi'n glywed gan ei rheolwr nhw, Tony Pennock.
Tony, Haverfordwest's first ever experience of the playoffs. How are you feeling? How are the team feeling?
Yeah, I think they're okay, pretty relaxed to be fair. We're away from home and Met are the favourites. They're a very good team. They've had an excellent season. So we'll come here. We've got confidence at the minute with the run we've been on, but we know it's going to be a tough test today.
Christian Edwards has just said that you guys have got the momentum going into this one. In terms of your preparations, have you changed anything this week?
No, nothing at all. We trained 3 times this week, some of the lads, and just trying to do the same things, and that's what's got us to success the last few months. And if it's not broken, don't fix it, and that's the way I look at things.
You're on a great run at the moment, but it's fair to say Cardiff Met, they're going to pose a pretty different challenge to what you've been used to lately. Yeah,
we lost you in December 2-0, and it was well deserved. Met were much better than us on the night, and we know how tough it's going to be. We beat them at our place. It was a close game that night, but we know Met are a very good side. We don't finish 4th if you're an average team. That we know the test we've got ahead of us today.
Tony Pennock yn fyna'n siarad gyda Sioned. Edrych ar dîm Holford wedyn ni cryfhau lot haf diwetha. Jordan Davies di cael tymor da. Pa mor bwysig fydd e pnawn yma?
Ie, bwysig iawn. Mae wedi sgorio 14 gol yn y gynfer eleni. Felly fi'n credu gael ar y pêl bydd e'n bwysig iawn. Chwaraewr da iawn gyda Holford. Felly os maen nhw'n gallu cael Jordan ar y pêl a creu cyfleuon, fi'n credu bydd Holford yn iawn.
Yn ei holi ti'n gynharach, sut brofiad yw i chwarae'n erbyn Met? Sut brofiad yw i chwarae'n erbyn Holford? Ddim yn gred, gys ti cerdyn coch da fe tymor yma?
Do, ie, nes i'n ngofio am ti hwnna. Mae wedi bod yn...
Goffes i atgoffa fe, bod wedi cael cerdyn coch yn erbyn Holford.
Ie, na, tymor hir iawn. Ond na, yn amlwg ges i cerdyn coch, ond ar ei diwrnod mae Holford yn gallu meiddi unrhyw un. Maen nhw'n chwarae pêl-droed dyniadol iawn.
Ie, na fe, ni'n barod amdano, ni'n bendant gen dda neithiwr gwych y dre newydd ennill yn y Bala. Pwy fydd yn ennill hon i gyrraedd rownd derfynol y gemau ail gyfle a'r gêm yn denu'r dorf yma i'r stadiwm yn y brifddinas. Braf gweld nhw, y gic cyntaf i ddod pan o'n i'n ôl. Wedi'r egwyl.
Ti di dod ar bibs?
Screwfix Sprint yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Ni wedi coroni'r pencampwyr yn uwch gyngor Cymru, codi'r cwpanau, drama'r disgyn ar y diwrnod ola. Un peth bach yw benderfynu felly, pwy fydd yn cyrraedd Ewrop yn y gêm ail gyfle. Dyw'r wobr na ddim yn fach, y Dre Newydd yn disgwyl un o'r ddau yma. Yn disgwyl yn y tîm SOWB, bottom coch, English language, commentaries available, what a line-up. Mark Jones and Will Evans, Newport County star, former archer with Cardiff Met. Mae fe'n falch bod nôl yma hefyd, mae'r ein yn camu i'r cae ac yn disgwyl amdano ni yn yr uchelfannau yn y pwynt sylwebu. Mae Miles Davis ddim mynd i ymuno gyda Owain Tudur Jones a Mike Davis.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Kincoid campus where Cardiff Met University play Haverfordwest County in the JD Cymru Euro semi-final playoff. Chris Hughes and Newtown await today's winners after defeating Bala last night by 4-2. There is a simple scenario today. The winner plays Newtown next week in the final for a place in Europe. Alongside me this afternoon, Newport County's Will Evans. Will Evans, welcome to Scorio.
How are you, Junior? Good to be back.
Of course, you played for the Met, Will, and do you think they can get across the line today?
Well, I'm always going to be a little bit biased towards the Met, but, you know, from the years I was there and continuing to watch the league, they're always hard-working, they're difficult to break down, and to be fair, I'm just going to go for them today to nick it.
And Will, it has that feeling of a big match. It is a big match, because at this level of football, straight away, we will let the viewers know that, you know, there is £250,000 at stake this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a massive game, not just for the players, but for the club and for everyone involved with both teams.
Yeah, there are the two lineups there, Will. The Met against Harvard. Star men for you for the Met?
Obviously, Elliot Evans has done it for many years. You know, you've got to look out for him. Emlyn Lewis obviously been a rock for many years as well. And, you know, Chris Baker with the armband as well. I think he'll play a crucial role today.
And Haverfordwest, of course, who have came 7th, which got them into this final. There's the lineup anyway. Do you think they'll play 4-3-3?
Yeah, it might be a 4-3-3, or even maybe Elliot to drop into the 10 to make a diamond in the midfield 4. But yeah, I'd probably say on first view that's how they'll go.
That, I think, is the strongest team available. And if everybody in the club was picked, that would be their team. There's the Haverfordwest lineup. They may go with wing-backs, I think, Haverfordwest.
Yeah, it's obviously Dylan. I played with Dylan Rees for a couple of years at Met, and he's capable of playing anywhere in that position. But yeah, right side of the 3, and you know, Brucey and Wilson will attack up and down the line.
The big man there, Ryan Jenkins, big job marking Sam Jones this afternoon. That's the jewel of the day for me.
Yeah, good duel. I mean, Sam's had a great season, and you know, Lee again, a very experienced player in this league. I played against him, I played with him. He's a solid boy. So yeah, definitely a good matchup.
And there it is, the fleet-footed Sam Jones.
Could be a bit of me in him as well. Actually, from behind, he looks, yeah, lovely hair.
Great stuff, Will. Great stuff. I'm sure Sam will be gutted when he sees the highlights.
Yeah, listen.
Tom Owen, referee. It's a big game. Having a good season, Tom. He's earned this. So, game on. Cardiff Met against Haverfordwest County to play Newtown in the final next Saturday. If Cardiff Met win, they gain home advantage for the final, having finished higher in the league than any other team in the playoffs. Beautiful afternoon in Cardiff. Let's have a beautiful game. Met kick off. Colin McCarthy and Emlyn Lewis have racked up some games between them, Will.
Yeah, you know, they're everlasting players, and to be fair, credit to both of them. You know, they've had a lot of competition over the years, you know, when you bring the new students in, but they've always held their position, and you know, a couple of early touches to get them started.
Jenkins back to sack Jones, who's impressed since coming in a few weeks ago. Great header away by Craven. Tom Price, strong challenge by Shepherd, gets away with it. Evans in the mixer. Jones, an early goal to either team will be vital. Big man loves to get on the ball, Will.
Yeah, to be fair, you know, Emlyn, we all talk about his physicality and his attributes in the air and, you know, his strength, but he is a very technical footballer as well, and, you know, a couple of early touches will certainly help him settle into the game, and like I said, so far, so good.
Hawkins looking to get in behind. Carl McCarthy will play it back to Alex Lang. Lang, 12 clean sheets this season. He's played every game. Borg, Evans, Elliot Evans has hit a bit of form again. Always has been a wonderful footballer. When he's on song, he's one of the best.
Yeah, definitely one of the better players I've played with. Elliot in training, you see it, you know, most days, and he is a really technical player. And if he can have his impact on the game today, he can make a massive impact.
Tom Price there just giving a free kick away on Henry Jones.
Yeah, Henry's going to be one to keep an eye on today. You know, again, being in the league for a few years and having played with Henry as well, I know how difficult he is to mark in training, so that'll be a good matchup as well. Yeah,
and he'll play in that 10 role, and he'll love that 10 role. Shepard will just get in behind him with Beale. Jordan Davis there wanting the ball. Jones gets up to take the free kick. It's high line from the Met. There's plenty of room to drop that in between him and the goalkeeper. And that's exactly what Jones does. Jenkins, he's in there. Hooks it back across. Tell you what, had that been a forward there and not a defender, and that's no disregard to Jenks, that was a great ball, and I think he can take that before the bounce, you know.
Yeah, well, again, it's difficult. It's a dry surface as well. I think it's just stuck in the surface for him, and I think he's gone with his weaker foot to try and hook it across, and an early shout for a penalty. I don't think there's too much in it, but yeah, it just stands up for him. It's not a bad little cutback, but you know, like you said, maybe if we've got a forward player in there, hook it towards the back post.
Decent crowd here this afternoon. It's great to see at the Kincoid campus. At least 400 or 500 here this afternoon, and I'm sure that figure would double were they to make the final next week. Chubb, Bruzzese does well there, just gets a shove on Chubb. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Further up the park as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think on first view it seems a bit of a mismatch physically, but you know, Bruzzese, he likes to get forwards, and Chubb himself likes to get the bomb on as well, so that'll be a really good matchup. If you look all over the pitches, matchups everywhere that really
definitely
do look exciting. I think this one here, Harrio and Dylan Rees, obviously know each other from the Cardiff Met days as well, will be a good one.
Yeah, I should imagine Dylan Rees will want to leave one or two on Harry Owen.
No, he's not like that, Dill, but you never know in today's kind of game, it could be one of them.
Tom Price trying to get in against Jenkins. Price will often make that run. Chubb strolls along to take the first long throw of the afternoon.
Yeah, he's got a hammer throw as Chubb, to be fair to him. And you know, it's a big asset, that, and it's almost like a set piece in terms of a corner. So you know, early pressure from Met that's looked good.
Well, I'll tell you what, if there's any, we did Haverfordwest against Cardiff Met a couple of weeks ago, and if there's anywhere they struggled, it was airily.
Yeah,
Litchfield and company at Haverfordwest won a lot of headers. There's that long throw. Chubb, he does bomb it in. Jenkins off a standing jump. Jenkins is the best header of a ball in this league.
Yeah, like I said, playing against him, I've certainly experienced that. He's a strong physical lad and still only so young. He's got a wealth of experience under his belt.
Ryan Jenkins in his first season takes Cardiff Met to their highest ever finish, 4th in the league. Well done, Ryan Jenkins.
Yeah, top man, Jenks. Honestly, in my time here, I learned a lot from him, and you know, I'm really happy for him.
Emily Lewis touch lets him down in front of 50 or 60 Haverfordwest fans. They let him know as well.
Is that a commentator curse from me saying he's technically good on the ball, or is that past?
No, just join the club, Will. It's a commentator's curse. Jenkins, Dylan Rees. Beautiful afternoon now. Hawkins, Jack Wilson again. Wilson against CJ Craven could be a good battle as well.
Again, it's everywhere you look at the matchups, the 1v1 battles, they all look like really interesting battles across the field, and it just depends which individual can beat their opposite number. And it looks like again we're going to have another long throw, but this time from Haverfordwest.
Yeah, well, Jack Wilson does. He throws him flatter than Chubb as well. If you watch this, it's more Andy Legg like. It's a flat throw. There it is. That's a wonderful throw. Chance. Oh, first header. I think it's Jordan Davis wins the first header, and any sort of contact there on target would have been interesting.
From our angle there, it looked a lot closer than maybe it is, but again, like I said, it's a tool that both teams are using, and what we 6 minutes in here, and you know, both teams have obviously shown that they can use it, and definitely to their advantage.
Tony Pennock, great career himself, Pennock, and he's turned Haverfordwest County round. It didn't have the greatest of starts, but since the bottom 6, undefeated, and they topped the league, and they're ready for this match-off. Henry Jones, that's the second one Price has left on Jones. Be interesting. He's got to have a word here, Tom Owen. He's got to walk across and at least have a word.
Yeah, I think Price knows he needs to get tight to Henry Jones today, but you know, Henry, he seems to, when it looks like he's nowhere near it, get a toe in, and he just gets in front.
Yeah, not the greatest of free kicks. Elliot Evans, ball goes up the field to take him on. They settle quite well, Haverfordwest.
Yeah, a little bit of a cagey affair to start with. I think it's always going to be in these types of games, but you know, it just, which team's going to get the foothold to start with. I think we've just seen Dill Reese there just prior to that phase of play. He's got a lovely right foot on him to look for those balls in the channels, which, you know, I think they'll have to address that early, Cardiff Met, because they don't want to give him time and space.
I'll tell you what, Will, it was a good shout by you saying about matchups, and I'm looking out from here just in front of us. Great vantage point, by the way. And there are matchups. It's almost 10 against 10 of outfield.
That's
there.
it, yeah.
They're man marking each other.
Yeah, and that's why it's crucial to try and get a foothold in the game, whether it's a big tackle or a big throw. You know, just get something to get the upper hand.
Jones gets it up front. Hawkins tried to slide the pass in. Craven lets it go back to the goalkeeper, Lang. Last night's game, Will. Last night's semi-final. Surprised to see Newtown win by 4-2 at Moise Teggett.
Yeah, I mean, playing there and you know, having to go there, it's a difficult place to play, and I don't think anyone's seen that coming. But you know, credit Newtown, they were on it last night, and probably in the end deserved to win. As much as it pains me to say it, obviously being at Bala last year, it was a bit of a shame to see them just get over the line. Yeah,
and knowing Hughes, you'll be listening now, and the Newtown players, so look forward to seeing you next week at the final, whoever it's against, and well done in making the final. Craven back to Carl McCarthy, Mr. Dependable for Cardiff Met. Just shadow boxing at the moment, Will.
Yeah, like I said, it's been a little bit cagey, but again, Henry Jones just showing his quality, causing another foul.
Yes, Christian Edwards actually is down as the manager now, but he'll be sat up. Ryan Jenkins is the manager off the paper, shall we say. You have to have a European licence.
Right, okay, yeah.
So, Christian is the allotted manager on paper. It looks like Jenkins is still taking over the role in the dugout.
Yeah, okay. It'll be hard for Swanee to be up there and try not to say anything, I can tell you.
Spot on.
Good job he can't hear us.
Great ball in. I think Jenkins is going to the back post, and Emlyn Lewis is marking Jenkins, and Pennock's plan will be to get everything onto the near post to keep Emlyn Lewis out of the way.
Well, again, it's one of those counteract battles. Again, Emlyn and Lee, they're going to obviously go up against each other. It's whether you avoid that or you gamble on one of them winning a header. And again, we talk about matchups. That's going to be a great one in both boxes.
Possession stats there: 40%, 47%. Sounds like we got a drummer about 10 yards away from us, Will.
Oh God, here we go. Long afternoon.
I thought it was a start to an Adam and the Ants record from the 80s.
I'm going to give you a fake laugh there, Joan. It's too old for me, that.
There'll be plenty who know who that is, don't worry. Good old Adam. Elliot Evans scoops it in, back to the goalkeeper in his wonderful, shocking pink outfit.
Oh, I'm a big fan of that, I must say.
Jones, great ball inside the Price again, trying to make that run forward. Baker, he's got to get that ball down and settle now. Corsby, free kick. Has he blown too early there?
Well, I mean, it gives him a chance to put it into the box to see again those battles we've spoken about. But credit there to Sam Jones. He's worked back, he's nicked it, played a lovely threading ball in between, and Charlie's he drew in the foul and he's got in a dangerous position.
That's the thing with Sam, he's that good out wide and on the ball that sometimes I'd like to see him concentrate more as a 9, I would, and really rely on getting more goals. Price, Harry Owen, Sam Jones in there, Matt Chubb on the back post, who's gone over with Chubb. Dylan Rees has picked up Chubb gets the header. I expected that.
Yeah, again, it's someone to look for. I've seen Emlyn pull out to this side, and you're thinking he's not going to hit it that way. But with Chubb's aerial presence back post, you know, you've always got a chance. And I think, yeah, it's a tough one. Maybe he's trying to guide it back across. It's quite a difficult header, to be fair.
11 minutes flown by. As yet, that's an interesting one. Right, you're on VAR, Will.
Yeah, I know. It's
against your own club. Get ready.
Benefit of the doubt.
Chubb. Jenkins made the right choice. Baker wins the header against Shepherd. Lewis, powerful header back in. Flag goes up against Harry Owen. Craig Hanford alongside Ryan Jenkins. He's that one, goes down into the box, watch his feet. What's the law, Will? Where's the ball or where's your feet?
Well, I thought it was ball outside the box.
I think you may have just got away with one there.
Yeah, maybe so, maybe so.
Unintentional.
Unintentional, we'll let him off.
Craven knocks it inside. Price. Chubb. Evans. Yeah, that's the pace that Jenkins has as a centre-half. He did well then, because against most centre-halves in the league, Sam Jones would have got there first then.
And I think he's just, if he anticipates that a couple seconds earlier, he knows Elliott's only ball is down the line there. But he's done well to win the throw.
Hawkins. Great on the ball, Hawkins. Gets it wide to Wilson. Really is 50-50 encounter so far.
That's the out ball for Haverfordwest. Obviously, when they've got the three at the back, the two wing backs pushing on, that is the out ball. And it was a lovely little bit of interplay by Hawkins.
Yeah, they've got the ball players. There's a few good ball players in this game. We see Price from the Met. Shepherd is one of the better ball players in this league.
Jamie Veal in there. Charlie likes to get on the ball. Again, it is a really good fixture.
I think they're not happy with your judgment. Now here we go again, Will.
Yeah, it's the foot out, isn't it? I think he does well with the ball initially.
So his ball's in his hands.
Left foot there. Yeah.
I think there's an S4C fall at the moment and it's still 50-50.
Yeah, fine.
Davis, great ball across. Hawkins gets the ball back across. Good tracking. Chance here. Good hands from Lang. Ball was fizzing around then, could have gone anywhere. Price. Elliot Evans look for the pass. He hasn't had the pace to run past people. And it hasn't gone great. But Price keeps it in play. Almost. Jenkins. A massive up and under from Jenkins.
Yeah, it might not be a bad ball in this sun.
Dylan Rees, Sam Jones. Field does really well there in stealing that off. Price and setting another pass up. Hawkins out of the forwards is coming off his defenders and linking play well so far.
Yeah, that little interchange between him and Henry, picking up the balls in some nice positions.
Tony Pennock's team will, like Ryan Jenkins' team, they'll play football. There won't be hundreds of long balls this afternoon. Jenkins is prepared to go one-on-one with Jones. It's another free kick against Henry Jones. And he's saying, ref, that's 4 now. He's right as well.
Yeah, we're 15 minutes in. He's probably had four knocks now.
And this is from behind as well.
There's the half chance at the back there. Could have gone anywhere, really.
Yeah, Lang's done well. Sprung off his heels to collect. Veal sees the goalie off his line, and not the greatest effort of the Scottish season.
I was going to say, that's got to frustrate the manager when you see that. But
are you picking the goal of the month at half-time, Will?
Yep, goal of the month at half-time. I've got it lock and loaded. mind you, credit Vili, I have seen him put a couple of them in from halfway line in open play, so...
No time for any of us to get on the bookmakers by half-time then? Headed on. Owen. 3 in a box waiting. Dylan Rees. It's a big game for Dylan Rees against his old club.
Yeah, definitely. And that's that matchup. Dylan will know how he likes to go down the line on his left foot. So he'll just have that one up mentally against Harry, maybe potentially.
Baker, strong header from Jenkins. These type of games, Will, no, we're talking to somebody who, obviously like yourself, who've had a brilliant season at Newport. By the way, is it 42 out of 44 games you've appeared in?
Yeah, there's two that I haven't featured in.
Wow,
there, so yeah.
Brilliant first season. But you obviously were spotted from these type of games and the Wales Sea game when you scored a brace. People will be watching these games at the end of the season. Plenty of scout you again this afternoon?
Yeah, definitely so. Well, you know, from our current squad, myself, James Wade, Sam Bowen, Ada Spell, Priestley Farquharson, there's 4 names there who have played in the Welsh Prem, and it's definitely a brilliant platform. And every time I come onto commentary or I do interviews, I'll always highlight the importance of, you know, these games, and people are watching, and it's evident in the 4 of us.
Yeah, it's great for the players to understand that as well. Plenty of youngsters looking to make their way from this league, and like you said, you're the prime example.
You're making me blush, Jonah.
Got to state the truth, son. That's a great 40 and 42 games. There's Rhys Griffiths and company, Nathan Wood alongside him. Another player who's being watched, I think. Griffiths, of course, taking his team into Europe, 3rd spot. Well done. Look forward to the draw.
Yeah, big credit to Penabont. You know, they've always been there or thereabouts, and finally this year they've got over the line, and with the deduction in points as well.
Yeah, it's tremendous effort. That's the way this league is. You know, you've got Griffiths looking at players here this afternoon now.
Yeah, definitely.
Brucey gets forward. Hawkins comes off his marker. Jones. I'm surprised that the Met haven't made a more quicker start and really had a go at Haverfordwest. The last time I seen them play against them, they were physically up for it, and they put Haverfordwest under the cosh. As per yet, the Bluebirds are dealing with this quite well.
Yeah, I think, like I said, it's been a cagey opening, what, we just shy of 20 minutes, and, you know, I think out of the 2, probably Haverfordwest have settled a little bit better. I think Cardiff Met are trying to look for those channel balls, but when you've got 3 at the back in Borg, Jenkins and Rees, it's going to be tough for Sam Jones up there on his own. So Elliott and Harry Owen maybe need to push a little higher and stop the service into the forward line of Haverfordwest.
Yeah, because Lewis Rees is a joint top scorer as well for the Met. And so you were talking at the start, you were surprised to see him left out.
Yeah, I was surprised to see him left out, because the games that I've watched and clips I've seen, he's been very good and very promising. And the 2 men up top were nuisances, Jones and Rees, with their pace, putting people under pressure. Yeah, and not just technically good players, that, you know, they harass, and they're a defender's nightmare.
Chubb will take the long throw. Jordan Davis tracks all the way back. Only Hawkins is left up top. Davis will try and win the first one, I think. Emlyn Lewis comes to the front post. There's 3 marking him. Dylan Rees in front. Jenkins behind. And Rees gets the header away. Davis, free kick. Yeah, just Chubb left a little bit on Jordan Davis, and the linesman flags it.
It's a little, I think it's a bit harsh, but a bit of a naive one maybe from Chubb. I don't think he's done a hell of a lot wrong, but
yeah, most probably that's why Jordan Davis has got
he's got a bit of a
wicked smile on his face.
Yeah, a little wry smile for him.
They finished 4th in the league. The Met, they played 32, won 16, drew 4, lost 12, 52 points. 4th in the league on -8 goals. That's surprising.
-8, yeah. Wow, yeah. I mean, it's credit to the back line. Always been solid. And how many clean sheets is in there? Do you know off the top of your head?
12.
12, yeah, okay.
12. Lang, it's got 12 clean sheets.
Which is very impressive in itself.
Yeah. Baker. Jones. There's a ball back off to Price. Price tries to thread one through. It's cut out well by Jenkins, who's been prominent. Price, will he take it early? Price takes a shot off. Great save from the goalkeeper. It was a decent shot from Tom Price. Goalkeeper did really well in keeping that out.
Yeah, brilliant from Chris Baker in there, harassing again. A little bit of quality to lose his man, and then, you know, Tom Price, the ball falls to him. It's a good strike, and I think the keeper's done well, really.
Sure to get a replay of that, but that's a great save from Zach Jones. said it was a good strike from Price. There's the steal from Baker. Yeah, he's got down well.
He wanted it on Price, he's taken it off Chris Baker, but yeah, it's a great strike.
A little bit central.
Yeah.
First real meaningful strike of the afternoon. Brucey look for the run of Hawkins. Ball goes back to the goalkeeper. TNS stroll to the league, Will.
Say that again?
TNS stroll to the title.
Yeah, it was, you know, in the end it turned out pretty comfortable, but, you know, with the quality they've got that same spine that they've had for a few years now, and yeah, credit them, because you still got to win the games, you still got to come to places like this, Haverfordwest, and, you know, still pick up results, and credit to them, they've done that.
Declan McManus with 29 goals in the shortened version of this league, broke the record of goals. Would you expect league clubs to still be looking at the likes of McManus, 27 years of age?
100%. You've got to say, whatever level you play, if you're scoring 27 goals and in the top flight of Welsh football, still doing that, I think it's a credit to himself, and, you know, fair play to him.
Henry Jones getting a little bit of an argument with Craven.
He's in the thick of it, Henry, to be fair.
He's right in the thick of it. Craven, character, as is Jones. Wilson will fire this long throw in. Now again, it's interesting to see whether Jenkins goes to win the first and drags Emlyn Lewis with him, or takes him away. Goes short this time, catches everybody out. Wilson misguides the cross, goes behind. Emlyn Lewis. Highlights 10:15 Monday. This game and the game between Bala and Newtown on Scorio. Are you still a keen watcher of the highlights, Will?
Yeah, but I can't lie, I've always watched him on Monday night to see him come up, and, you know, always give him a little watch. Yeah, always keep noting the scores.
Great ball in Davis. He's on form, Davis. 14 goals in the league, top Welsh goal scorer. McCarthy does well, just shows him. Gets the block in on a second attempt. Any other defender, Davis would have fancied taking him on him, but McCarthy, he's one of the better ones in this league of blocking players. Rees gets a shot off. Rees palmed away by Lang. That's one apiece from either team from 25 yards out.
And it looks like that kind of game where it's going to take a bit of magic, a bit of brilliance, and to be fair, Dill Rees standing over the ball, and Tom Price for Met earlier, they're the kind of players you want on it, and two good saves from both keepers.
As a neutral, which we are, goal. All these playoff games need goals. I'd rather see a goal in the first 20 minutes and both teams free themselves up instead of being cagey and nicking one in the 89th or 90th.
Yeah, exactly. For the neutral, we all want to see goals and a good quality game. And, you know, I think the quality's just starting to up a little bit from both sides now that it's settled.
Wilson. Great feed from Wilson. Finds Davis. Does he take the header first time? Great header! Oh, the bar! It's a gilt-edged chance from the man on form. He has 14 goals in the league. He's the top scorer, Welshman in the league. You'd expect him to put that away.
Well, I must say, I think Jack Wilson beats Craven there far too easy, but he picks out a beautiful ball here. Yeah, on repeat, he has got to take it first time, and, you know, it's a really good attempt. He's just really unlucky. It hasn't just dropped into the left-hand side of Alex Lang, and yeah, he is very unlucky.
And I'll tell you what, the big man at the back there, Emlyn Lewis, and Chubb have got away with one because he's lost his marker.
Yeah, definitely. The gap's very big in between there, and he's just kind of gulled his way through. And to be fair, it's a really good attempt, very unlucky.
When you're on the sideline there as a manager, Pennock, and your man on form, it drops to your man on form, you're half expecting it to hit the back of the net.
You are, and to be fair, I was expecting it to hit the net.
Keeper was beat by it.
Yeah, definitely.
Chubb, great header from Chubb. Rees. Owen likes to take a shot on. Wilson. Again, Lang. Jordan Davis is quite a handful. He's very elusive as well.
Yeah, that's it. You've just seen him floating in between Chubb and Emlyn there at the back post, and it looks like that ball as well could be a bit of an outlet for Haverfordwest.
And Lang, if Lang goes long like that, Jenkins will just eat them up all day.
Yeah, that's what he wants, isn't it? I mean,
just a surprise that Chubb doesn't push on a bit more from wing back.
You think Chubb would push on a little bit, yeah.
Against the Brucey.
Exactly that, exactly that.
I think he's asking for the out ball. He gets it wide out. CJ Craven. It's not bad from the back, but it's no Brighton and Hove Albion.
Oh, no.
Would you fancy playing against them up top, Will?
No, that would be some challenge, that.
Chubb. Evans. Don't think they're in their stride yet, the Met.
No, perhaps not. They just need to keep the ball, just build some passes, move Haverfordwest round a little bit, and then just find that opening.
Lang overcooks the kick this time. Fair amount of support here, you know, from Haverfordwest. There must be 100 plus supporters here from the Bluebirds, which is great to see.
That player, look down to my left as well. There is a lot of people here. Yeah, it's great to see. Do you know what I mean? I know they probably realise the height of the game as well, and it is great to see. It's good for the players as well.
In the top three, of course, TNS going to the Champions League, Connors Key second, going to the Europa League draw with Penabont. Fourth place up for grabs still. Newtown, Cardiff Met, or the Bluebirds, or Davis. Jones gets it across, chance, second chance from 6 or 7 yards out. Just got the timing wrong there with his header. It was a wonderful ball.
Yeah, Henry Jones again starts that move, a little reverse pass that, to be fair, it was quite hard to see from here. So a lovely little ball that, you know, is carved out another chance, and I think it's just behind him slightly.
Yeah, and at present, almost on the half-hour mark. I think Pennock will be the most pleased manager of the way his team have started, but he may be disappointed that his team are not one ahead.
Yeah, this front three scores in Cardiff Met a lot of trouble. Yeah, look at that, just in front of the ball between Davis Hawkins and Henry Jones. They are starting to carve out some chances here, and yeah, on another day he meets that rather than just being a little bit too far in front of it.
Bit of a tailwind behind them. Haverfordwest. Lang with a kick. That's the sort of area he should be putting in.
That's where you've got to win the seconds. I think Elliott's done a good job holding him off.
Davis won the header, took a hell of a fall. Lewis goes back to the goalkeeper, and I think the referee will blow up anyway. It's one of those awkward ones where you do really well but lose your balance in mid-air, and he hasn't half-landed awkward then.
Yeah, it's a bit of a nasty one there, a bit of a wincer, you know, gets up really well, and yeah, straight on the back. Nasty one then.
Yeah, he's a tough one, Jordan Davis, so I'm sure he'll be alright. McCarthy ducks and he just goes over the top of him.
On this ground as well, it's a hard surface, and yeah, he looked in a bit of agony.
So yeah, well, you've done really well at Newport. I see you the glamorous face on the new kit at launch as well.
I'd like to say that they chose that, and you know, and whatever else, and they wanted to play with the best hair, but no, it was just part of what we had to do. And to be fair, pleasantly surprised about the kit. Didn't know what it was going to look like when we turned up, but no, really happy. And yeah, I look forward to putting that on now next year.
Ryan Jenkins, just calling a couple of his players over to have a word. Davis, yeah, it will be a sore one, but it's one you will definitely get up from. And Pennock, seen it all. Represented us, speaking to you earlier, represented us, Christian Edwards in his box. Tony Pennock. As we have another link. Cycling on S4C, follow the Giro d'Italia, Tour of Italy. Geraint Thomas amongst the riders. Keen cyclist, Will?
Yeah, I must say, no, to watch, perhaps not for me, but yeah, keen cyclist nonetheless. Rather have the footy on, wouldn't we?
Yeah, definitely. We're going to tear you apart sometimes, Haverfordwest supporters. Great turnout from them this afternoon. Davis has definitely took the wind out of his sails, no doubt at all. Tom Owen says to him, make sure you're right. dominant players, I mean, you played for the Met. If they're going through a quiet period like this, Will, who's picking them up? Who's doing the talking out of the 11 out there?
Well, you see Chris Baker with the armband, you naturally point towards him, but whether he has the armband or not, he would always be wanted to rile the lads, definitely. Charlie obviously been around for years at this club, and he's one that you look to, perhaps not vocally, but when he gets on the ball, he'll try and show it. And then you look at the back to Emlyn and Mako, you know, like I said, they've done it for years as well. And it's one of them where you just need a little bit of magic to maybe just get the lads going. And you know, across that front three, they can definitely do it. Maybe just trying to hit the ball to feet rather than in the channel.
Wilson, I'm sure, will fire this down the line. Davis doing the first header again. He goes back to the goalkeeper, in fact. Brucey has had a great season at left back. Veal and Price suggest that is a real matchup, and there's nothing between the two so far. Hawkins trying to thread one in too straight, goes through to Alex Lang. Shepherd getting forward. Don't usually see Shepherd that far forward. Craven. Jones's first touch wasn't a great one, neither was Wilson's. Just game going a little bit untidy at the moment, Will.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was just on about there. When the ball goes up towards Sam Jones and Elliot Evans and Harry, they've got to just try and secure that ball, try and find a couple of other passes. You know, it allows Haverfordwest to get back in, nick the ball, and it turns it into a scrappy game. But just on that, I've just seen Oscar Borg's run when Abruzzi has the ball, takes Elliot Evans away to allow him to travel up the pitch. It gets Haverfordwest up this pitch.
Yeah, because so far, in the 33 minutes played, anything that's gone up to Sam Jones, Elliot Evans run in front of us now, or Harry Owen nowhere near Sam Jones at present.
No, they need to get a little bit closer to him. It's proven difficult for him. He's feeding off scraps a little bit, but then when it does come to him, he's just got to secure it.
Haverfordwest are the 19th club to play in the playoffs. Could they be the 9th club to win it? The last time Haverfordwest won against the Met at Kincoid was 2-0. Dylan Rees was playing for the Met that day. Ben Fawcett and Kieran Lewis getting the goals. Fawcett still out injured. Owen, chance now. Lewis, Chubb. A goal at this stage after not really performing would be a real bonus. Sam Jones pushed up in that offside role. He'll have to get back in. Not the greatest of kicks from Owen. Really disappointing that. Craven. Break could be on here. Henry Jones gets it inside. Baker at his best, driving forward. That's more like it. Baker. Does Baker take the shot on, or will he get it wide? Baker wants to go all the way. Blasts it at Jenkins. It's only 2 yards away. It's not for me. I know the question. I hear the ooh from the ex-Cardiff Met player then. Sorry, mate.
No, well, listen, first of all, it's brilliant play by Chris Baker, and that's what I was on about. You know, just a little bit of something just to ignite everyone. Does so well to hold off the challenge. Oh, yeah, it'd be a tough one if that was given against me.
Hawkins. Great ball from Hawkins. Chance for Abruzzi to get it. Elliot Evans slides a pass in. Henry Jones goes to ground. Emlyn Lewis and the referee say get back up. Jenkins again wins the first header. Craven.
It's a bit better from Craven there, just to settle the ball down rather than just keep going back and forth. Allow the lads to get back into shape and then build again.
Kyle McCarthy out in his left back slot from centre back. In this league, the last 10 seasons as well, there's not many more adaptable players than Kyle McCarthy use the handball.
Yeah, I mean, it's hit his hand, but you can even see he's trying to move it back towards him because he's so close to him. Yeah,
The crazy thing about the handball rule is, though, Will, you've seen them given this season in some games,
that's the thing.
especially with the VAR in the Premier League.
That's it. That's where you just need a little bit of common sense to think he is trying to move his arm away. He's 2 yards away, and it's been a really unfortunate one for him.
Chubb from a long distance trying to fire this one in. Elliot Evans with the first touch. Hook clear by Borg. Craven will have the option of just putting it back in the box. Passes it into Harry Owen in the end. McCarthy to Price. Emlyn Lewis will be wanting this. The diag. In it goes. Dylan Rees hooks away after the bounce. Just 2 minutes of pressure from the Met, maybe. My forecast was an all gun-blazing goal-scoring game this afternoon. 3-2 to me, to the Met, and it's going nowhere.
No, to be fair, I initially thought it'd be quite a cagey affair, and then we settled down. I feel like nobody really wants to make a mistake. Nobody really just, going to make that step, just to take a little bit of a risk. But because of the value of the game, it's easiest being here and saying it.
Met, of course, made Europe on penalties. Did you play in that game, Will?
Yeah, missed the penalty, Jonah. I knew that.
Sorry.
I knew you were coming with it.
It's on the bottom of my sheet. Who scored the winner? Elliot Evans?
Elliot Evans, yeah. You like to remind me about that a lot.
You were nip and tuck for the Wales C squad that year when you missed that penalty. You just,
Yeah, that was it.
You made up for it, son.
Yeah,
you made up for it. Hooked on from Price. Jenkins has just defended that middle spot really well. Borg. Six or 7 minutes left, Will. No pressure, but if you're in the dugout, if you are Ryan Jenkins, you already thinking you're missing Lewis Rees at the top?
It's certainly one you'd look towards. I just feel like we said earlier, need someone a little bit closer to Sam Jones up there, and he's a big lad as well. He can hold the ball up. He can run in behind. I think Met are going with these channel balls. And maybe they just need, a little bit of pace.
Definitely
that
for
comes
me.
From Lewis Rees.
Definitely. Like I said, when it does go up there, and he looks after the ball, Lewis Rees as well. He's an ex-TNS player. He's keeping the ball. He keeps it really well. Jones, great putt round the corner. McCarthy.
That little bit of quality then from Henry Jones again, just that little one round the corner. Hawkins returns that pass with a little bit more quality. They've got a channel open. It's just been not quite for both teams at the moment, but
yeah, I don't think it's going to make one of Scorio's games of the season yet, but like you said, these playoffs, they're usually very dramatic.
Yeah, that one there, lovely little give and go, and it's just in his path there to run onto. He's fronting up the defenders.
Ball runs out of play the other end. So Newtown and Chris Hughes, like you said, will be home watching this game. Plenty of match winners in their squad.
Yeah, managed to catch that game last night. That's the kind of goal-thrilling game you want, and I think Newtown just edged it on quality in the end, and they'll be patiently waiting to see who they've got in the final.
The Met have won 4 out of the last 5 games. Does the foul get given there? It doesn't get given. So that's a sweet, clever sort of foul from Abruzzi there.
From Abruzzi, it's very clever. He's not going to go and munch him over the top, so he's just got to use his body to try and see it out. And he's done that a couple of times, to be fair. Probably that's why Met haven't stuck out here kicking the ball out to Chubb.
Borg. Jones presses the goalkeeper this time. Jones, the goalkeeper, clears well. McCarthy. Davis, Jordan Davis, with that big chance with a header. Abruzzi, chance to go at Corsby, or whip it across. Emlyn Lewis.
This is where you need someone around Sam Jones now. Yes, he hasn't won it on that one, but on the off chance that it falls, you need someone just on the second ball there.
So as per yet, Will, the difference between a team who've been playing in the last 3 months in the bottom 6 and a team who've been playing in the top 6, there's no gap between them at the moment.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Which was a bit of a talking point at the start.
Yeah, you could look at it both ways. Do you want to be playing teams that, you know, you can get a lot of the ball, potentially score more goals, or do you want to, you know, be against the best and be in the best condition going into the playoffs? It's a bit of a catch-22 really. But so far here, Geneva's proven the argument.
No, out of the last 11 playoffs, 3 teams from the bottom 6 have won it, which says anybody can win it. Chance. Jones again, seen a lot of the ball, tries to get it across to Hawkins. Very unlike Henry Jones's quality there. Didn't get the cross right. Jones coming back from offside. Jenkins will go back to the goalkeeper. You get games where you even got to be up tempo in your commentary, Will. And this game, as per yet, simply hasn't really got off to that flyer, is it?
No, it hasn't just yet. And like I said, the magnitude of the game is obviously seems to be proven quite a lot at the moment.
Jenkins, of course, be trying to put it in behind. Well, apart from the header from Jordan Davis and maybe the one which went behind from Hawkins, it's a one shot, I think, on target. One from Tom Price.
Yeah.
And one the other end, much the same. Jones, Wilson brought it down well. Craven sold this off a little bit there.
So you could see that coming. Could prove costly here.
Davis tries to get it across, handball, fires the shot back across, just over the bar. Davis will ask the question, was the handball? Definitely.
Yeah, you can see it from our angle here. You can see Craven had eyed up that diag, and it breaks to Jordan Davis. Ooh, another dubious hand.
Yeah, that's how tough it is.
Jesus.
And that's when you're watching the screen.
We've got a replay. Not a million miles away from there, really.
No.
It's not a bad attempt at all.
Davis has most probably been the most potent of the strikers in the first half.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's had a couple
he looks like getting a goal.
Yeah. You could say he's had a good chance with the header. I'd say he's made that a good chance himself. You know, he seemed to run the Cardiff Met defenders quite well, and, you know, he looks lively.
Chubb wins the aerial duel against Abruzzi. It just comes off Abruzzi's head. Evans. Harry Owen, you get a chance to turn on. I can't believe nobody's come. Dylan Reese backed off him then, but Owen wastes the ball anyway.
Yeah, it's just the game as a story. The first half has just lacked a little bit of quality. Found a lovely little pocket, turned on it well, and just a lack pass has let him down.
So you'll get the chance to light this game up in a couple of minutes when you're giving goal of the month at half time then, Will.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure they'll have the other Spice Boy on at half time as well, Mal Davis.
What are you referring to yourself as the Spice Boy?
No, mate. I'm the manager.
What are you, Wenger boys?
44 minutes on the clock at the Kincroy campus. Cardiff Met 0, Haverfordwest County 0. In the JD Cymru Premier Europa playoff semi-final. Newtown await the winners in the final. And even with 45 minutes to go, the word penalties starts to creep into the equation.
Yeah, you know what? It's looking that way, really. It's just going to take a moment of quality, a moment of brilliance from an individual, and so far the stalemate's proven to be the winner.
Bruzy knocks one in for Davis. Davis gets away with a foul there, I think. Carl McCarthy just carries on, and the ball runs through to Lang. +2 from the fourth official. And after the first 45 minutes, I think the most highlights on Scorio tomorrow night will be from the first semi-final, Will.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, so far. You know, we've got another 45, potentially another 30.
Yeah, they're two great team talks now. Let's liven this game up.
Yeah.
Lang. Brucey wins the first one.
Neither of them wanted to head of that, did they? Him and Elliott.
Harry Owens just come a little bit more central the last 5 minutes. Maybe picture of things to come in the second half. Manchester City win again. Looks like they're on the way to another Premier League title, Will.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at that Arsenal-Man City game and you think Arsenal could have gone after him a little bit, but you've got to credit Man City. They're just relentless in everything they do, and you know, could have potentially been a bit of a banana skin Leeds today. New manager, Big Sam, obviously with his comments in the week. But yeah, to come through that again, it's going to take a lot to beat them.
Treble's on for him.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Jones to most probably round off the action for the first period. Jones fires the kick in. Lewis will be the favourite, although Davis will compete. It's a great header away from Emlyn Lewis again. Baker. Yeah, they swap positions. Sam Jones has gone wide left now and Harry Owen's gone down the middle. Just to see if they can get a little bit more joy.
Yeah.
Not with balls like that though.
No, that's the quality we're speaking about. And you know, saying about Elliott's quality earlier on, you know, that's where you've just got to play maybe more of a territorial one. But
half-time whistle from the referee at Kincoid campus. Score after 45 minutes. Cardiff Met 0, Haverfordwest County 0. Don't go away. We look forward to seeing more action and some goal action in the second period.
Screwfix Sprint, yn nodi pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Rhwng gynderfynol y gemau ail gyfle un lle bach yn Ewrop ar ôl yn uwch gyngor Cymru JD a dim yn gwahanu Met Caerdydd a Hwlffordd ar yr egwyl fan hyn yn y brif ddinas. Cyfleuon yn bren o Hwlffordd sydd wedi cael y gorau ohoni yr ymwelwyr o'r gorllewin. Ond dim yn gwahanu nhw, fel ni'n sôn ar yr egwyl, Met Caerdydd a Hwlffordd yn disgwr 3 chwarter mawr i ddod, 3 chwarter awr mawr i ddod. Dyna ni wedi Mael Davies wedi camu lawr o'r pwynt sylwebu at ei be nawn ni anghofio mae hanner cyntaf yna a dachrau to ail hanner yna be fydd y tîm eisiau gwneud?
Ie, fi'n credu na. Game eitha diflas. Met Caerdydd yn dechrau off yn nerfus iawn. Hwlffordd yn cael y gorau o'r ymdrechion. A nhw bydd y hapusau mewn i hanner cyntaf.
Ie, gynniodd i cyfleuon nhw. Nesa, o ran Hwlffordd, mae yn ddiddorol, achos dim llawer di bod rhwng y ddau dîm yma yn y gemau cynhara tymor yma. Yr un peth eto, dim syndod falle, pan chi'n gweld y gemau sydd wedi bod, ond beth amdani, dyle Hwlffordd fod ar y blaen?
Ie, fi'n credu ni. Mae'r tri ymlaen ffrind, Henry Jones, Dan Hawkins a Jordan Davies, wedi bod yn fywiog iawn a wedi creu llawer o gyfleuon. Tipyn o... Jamie Veal, yn cael shot ar ergydd yna. Ond na, mae Haverfordwest wedi gwneud yn dda iawn anlwcus fyna gyda Jordan Davies.
Yeah. Ond yn teimlo fel yr eiliad falle, y cyfle iddyn nhw yn y hanner cyntaf yna.
Ie, fi'n credu nath e sylwi bod Alex Lang off i linell a peniad da iawn, anlwcus iawn i gweud y gwir.
Mae'n rhyfedd weithiau, ni'n gwylio Met drwy'r tymor, fel ni'n sôn, maen nhw'n dîm sy'n gallu mynd yn rediad gwych, ennill yn erbyn y Seintiau Newydd. Maen nhw hefyd yn gallu cael canlyniadau rhwystredig. O'n i'n gweld Emlyn Lewis yn siarad yr ail chwaraewyr. Maen nhw bod yn hanner cyntaf rhwystredig iddyn nhw.
Ydy, dyn nhw ddim y tîm maen nhw wedi bod trwy'r tymor i gweud y gwir.
Wythnos off, falle, hyd yn oed yn ei gwaniaeth. Mae'r un peth yn wir, y ddau dîm, ond yw e'n ei gwaniaeth?
Ydy, na, mae fe'n gallu gwneud gwaniaeth. Chi'n bod amser chi yn chwarae gêm, mae fe'n wahanol i just ymarfer. Ond chi'n bod, fi'n credu maen nhw just bach yn nerfus, mae'n achlysur fawr. Ond fi'n siŵr bydd nhw'n newid stwff am yr ail hanner.
Ie, diddorol dweud bod nhw'n nerfus. Gyn i weld cwpl o'i cyfleoedd nhw nesaf o ran Met Caerdydd. A pa maen nhw'n torri o ganol ca, ni'n gweld Bacon, ni'n gweld Price, mae'r coesau yna fel petai, dwi'n methu troi popeth at ei gilydd eto.
Ie, na, mae Price a Baker wedi gwneud yn dda yn camu mewn o ganol ca. Ond y tri mlaen ffrynt, Harry Owen, Elliot Evans a Sam Jones i gyd wedi bod yn eitha tawel.
A'r tri'n beryglus, ar ei dydd, eto, ni'n gweud na'n aml ar ei dydd, a hyd yn hyn, doedd wedi bod, sut chi yn newid pethau ar ôl hanner cyntaf anodd? Yw i'n anodd newid pethau?
Na, sa'n credu ni. Peth pwysica, maen nhw dal yn y gêm. Fi'n credu mae eisiau nhw dechrau chwarae bach mwy o bêl-drod ar y llawr, na beth maen nhw'n hoffi wneud. A treol cael y tri ymysodwr ar y pêl a dechrau creu mwy o cyfleon.
Mae werth gweld, nes ti sôn am y nerfusrwydd na, fel oedd Mael yn gweud, gynnu ambell i enghraifft nawr, tiods, twitchy yn bendant. Ni fethu gweud yn bendant fan hyn, oedd hi'n agos i fod allan o'r cwrt.
Ie, agos iawn. I gweud y gwir, fi'n credu mae ddwylo fe mas o'r bocs, felly Lang yn lwcus iawn yn fanna.
Ac ar y cyfan, yn gyffredinol hyd yn oed yn yr amddiffyn, ambell i bas bach yn mynd. Yw hwnna'n mynd trwy'r tîm pan mae pethau fel yna'n digwydd?
Ie, na, dwi ddim yn helpu amser mae pethau fel yna'n digwydd. Mae fe'n gallu mynd trwy'r tîm, ond chymod, mae Emlyn Lewis na, mae fe'n cyfathrebu lot gyda'r tîm a bydd e'n sorto nhw mas, fi'n siŵr.
Ie, ni'n gweld ambell i fraich yn mynd ond ambell i chwaraewr gair bach o gyngor. Mae da ni gwmni gwych mae heddi, Mael Davies gyda ni hefyd ar y bottom coch yn Saesneg. Will Evans, un o ser Casnewydd erbyn hyn, un o gen ser y gyngor yma, mae fe gyda Sioned.
Diolch yn fawr, Del. Well, I have to say, we're really grateful because we know you're a busy man now, being a professional footballer and all that. Is Mark Jones looking after you on the red button, first of all?
Yeah, I must say, every time I come down, he always looks after me. He's been good as gold. But no, it's whenever I have a chance to come and watch a Welsh Prem game, I'm always going to do it, so I love it.
Thoughts on that first half, Will? Haverfordwest, they're really up for this, aren't they?
Yeah, it's been a cagey affair. I think the magnitude of the game is probably setting in a little bit. We were just saying it hasn't been too much quality, but I think second half, maybe a little bit more of the same. I'm not sure, but just a little bit of magic will split the teams, I think.
Did you expect a little bit more from Cardiff Met, Will?
Yeah, I suppose every time you play Cardiff Met, having played for them and against them, they're always hard to break down. They're fit and, they'll go right until the end. But, yeah, maybe a little bit more quality up top and we'll see what happens.
Well, let's talk Newport, Will. Just how much have you enjoyed this season?
Yeah, it's been a great first season. If someone had said to me at the start of the season this is how it would go, I would have snapped the hand off. So yeah, I'm so happy for it. Looking forward to next season already. I mean, we finish on Monday, but can't wait to get going again.
And starting consistently as well for the club, just how much does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's honestly it's great. It's like a dream come true. When like I said at the start of the season, if you said I would have started that many games again, I would have bit your hand off. So yeah, loving it.
I've got to ask, because the kit photo shoot came out this week and somebody is the star man of the shoot.
Yeah, Jonah brought that up on commentary as well. No, they said they want someone with good hair or something. No, I'm joking. No, it was just something that I was asked to do, and the kit looks nice. Other than like the picture of us and our trainers and the sliders, it went well. So yeah, no, poster boy. I'm not sure about that.
How have you found the step up, Will? To pro level. Has it been a challenge at all?
Yeah, I think it's just the magnitude of the games. Probably last year played 35 games, and that's a full season with cup competitions. And on Monday I think that's a 52 game season. So you're playing an extra 15, 20 games there, and it's just every day you've got to go with that mentality to win, and it's set from the manager himself. So yeah, I mean, in terms of the level, you're playing around a professional environment. Everyone's a little bit amped up a little bit, but no, it's. I've adapted to it quite well so far.
And you've got a Welsh derby to look forward to next season now against Wrexham.
Yeah, I'm seeing videos of them in Vegas, which, it doesn't seem right. But,
bit jealous.
Bit jealous. But no, yeah, that'll be a really good one. Obviously, it's quite local to me, Wrexham, only 20 minutes from me back home. So, yeah, really looking forward to that one.
Kincoed, Vegas, kind of the same thing. Well,
exactly.
Thank you very much for your time. Wel, mae'n ddisgwr fan hyn ar gampws Kincoed ar hyn o bryd. Hanner awr, ail hanner enfawr I ddod ar ôl yr egwyl.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Cyrraedd Ewrop yw gobeith Met Cardydd a Holford. Mae'n ddisgwr ar yr egwyl rhwng gynderfynol y gemau ail gyfle. A'r dre newydd yn disgwyl yn y rownd derfynol, yn disgwyl amdano ni. Mae'n tîm sylwebu ni. Nôl â ni at Mike Davies.
Welcome back to the Kincoid campus, where Cardiff Met and Haverfordwest are contesting the Europa League playoff semi-final. 0-0 at the moment. Not the most eventful first 45 minutes, but I'm sure co-commentator Will Evans alongside me will encourage these boys to produce some magic in the second 45, Will.
Yeah, well, I mean, the game's crying out for it. Just hoping now, you know, either team can get a foothold in the game and spruce it up a little bit, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that was the main point around the ground with all the spectators as well. It's just everyone a little bit surprised, but you've talked to some of the ex-pros here today and they'll just say, as you did in the first half, cagey affair, everyone afraid to make a mistake.
Yeah, that's it. That's the way it's
it
going.
Seems that way at the moment. Emlyn Lewis returns a ball there, a massive header. Sam Jones. Can Corsby get on the ball? Corsby hasn't seen a lot of it yet. Straight in the cross. CJ Craven there seems to have swapped position. Chubb looks to have gone centre back with Emlyn Lewis.
McCarthy out left, yeah.
Problem with Jordan Davis winning a couple of headers in the first period. Do you think that's why they might have changed it?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, CJ Craven's coming round now a little bit, but it could be to match him up slightly.
Ball in. It's headed away by Dylan Rees. Baker. If anything, Baker almost got the Met going at the end of the first half.
Yeah, he's broke up play really well, and you know, it looks like Met have gone to a back three here, just to push, to get onto the top of the wing-backs a little bit.
Onside Corsby. He'll have plenty of time to pick his cross. Takes too many touches, just slides it across. So Elliot Evans! Great block from Borg. Craven on the edge, gets the volley off. Not the greatest of volley, but great defending from Borg.
I tell you what, we were right behind that, and that was looking very good from Elliot Evans. But what a great start to the game from Met in this second half. I think the switch up of the three at the back has worked well so far. Elliot's picked up the ball in some nice half spaces, and you know, a lot livelier start.
McCarthy will play left side of Emlyn Lewis by the look of it. Jones gets a pass away. The Craven, who's definitely pushing forward. Would Harry Owen be the other wing back?
Yeah, Harry will play out on this left, you think. For him, it probably suits him a bit better. They can pick up the ball a little bit deeper and actually drive at Wilson and Dylan Rees. So, you know, it's a great block by Borg, to be fair. It was looking good. Not a bad attempt from Craven as well.
Ryan Jenkins would have made the switch at half-time. McCarthy against Jordan Davis will still be a key part of this game in the second period. McCarthy played in the team who got to Europe when they defeated Bala on penalties. Has to be very close between Carl McCarthy and Elliot Evans, on who's played most appearances for Cardiff Met.
Yeah,
Baker wouldn't be far away.
Yeah, Baker, Corsby would definitely be up there as well. Yeah, I couldn't probably give you one.
McCarthy to Owen. Can he spread the play? Didn't need to float the pass, should have just clipped it. That's why he put Craven under a little bit of pressure.
But you see now they're using that outlet straight away.
Yeah, they've got more width already.
Yeah, definitely.
So the tactical switch in the first couple of minutes anyway has been a good switch.
Yeah.
Price. Owen. Price gets it wide. I don't think CJ Craven, he's not a fantastic footballer on the ball. He's a great stopper, but the wing-back role's a different role for him.
Yeah, definitely. He's going to see a lot more of the ball. He's going to be the outlet. He's got to be comfortable on the ball. you know, he'll keep pressing and harass, but he's just got to show his quality on the ball as well.
Davis, Jordan Davis, Wilson. Don't forget, wing-back Wilson used to be a striker. Shepherd gets it across. Edge of the box. Just a little bit late from Corsby, and the referee is spot on. No argument from Corsby. And it's a great position for a free kick, this.
Yeah, he's just tried nicking in front. It's a clever little ball from Shepherd, to be fair. And I have a few contenders on top of this.
I think the Met have done well in pressing that back a bit further, you know. Veal, I think, is the specialist on free kicks for him. Henry Jones will want a bit of the action.
Yeah.
Abruzzi, left-footed, around the wall, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like a left-footed one, really. Use the Wolves here advantage and put it that side, no doubt. Alex Lang will probably set himself up on that left-hand side.
Well, that's not a wall, Will. That's a block of flats. Look at the height in that wall. It'll take a good free kick to beat this. It's Veal for me, around the side of it.
Around the side of it, yeah.
Elliot Evans, for me, would have to charge this. Veal or Abruzzi in a great position for Haverfordwest. Can they take the lead in the semi-final? Veal whips it around. Not the greatest. Gets it around the wall, but it's straight at the goalkeeper, really.
Yeah, no chance from Alex Lang just to punch it there.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, he's gone to go around the wall. He's gone over Elliot Evans' head there. Yeah, it's comfortable enough for him.
Almost comfortable enough to catch, but Lang punches it away. It'll be the long throw. No, Wilson, the last question to the throw. He's made the middle of the goals there. Carl McCarthy. Nobody up top.
No, but it's relieved the pressure for Met there. You know, nice little phase of play from Haverfordwest.
Weather just starting to change a little bit now. Sunshine. It's gone behind the clouds. There's still going to be a bright afternoon for one of these teams.
The wordplay there, very good. I'll give you that. Yeah, very good from you, that. Right after, yeah. I'm going to note that one down for next time.
You're doing well, Will. You're doing well. Newport County's best co-commentator. Hawkins,
1 out of 1.
Evans. Elliot Evans is very influential when he's on the ball and when he's on form. This afternoon just hasn't been on it yet.
No, it's just, again, maybe the commentator's curse. I've said he's got all that technical ability where he can just calm a game down, he can turn a game on its head. But it just hasn't quite clicked for him today as of yet. You know, he's still got plenty of time.
Veal into Wilson. Hawkins trying to make the run. McCarthy. Baker. Owen accepts the free kick from Veal.
It's a nasty one, yeah.
First yellow card of the afternoon goes to Veal.
Bit of a nasty one if we watch this back now. He knows he's not getting there. Ooh, yeah. Just down the back of the...
Just on the back. Catches him. First yellow of the afternoon. To the Haverfordwest midfield. Yeah, he goes to clip him as he's running past him. It doesn't take a lot to keep Harry down. Harry Owen.
Well, you're saying he goes down too easy?
Wow.
Yeah?
Well, I tried not to say that, didn't I? But no, you caught me out. Price stands it up, looking for Chubb on him. It's good defending from Dylan.
Brilliant defending from Dylan.
Really strong. He just wasn't going to lose that battle there, the strength.
And you know, again, we've seen it with Abruzzi in the first half of the matchup. That there, you've just got to marshal it and see it out, and he's done exactly that.
And he does favouritism get you, do you think, when you're in these situations, Will?
In terms of,
you know, they would have started this as strong favourites.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Fourth in the great top six.
Yeah, okay.
Against the bottom club.
Whoever you ask, they want to be an underdog because you've got nothing to lose.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? In any type of scenario. But as a favourite, maybe it makes you rise to that level. No, you've got to put on a performance and a bit of a show.
Yeah, Sam Jones, Corsby, Jones looks to clip it in the far post. The Baker just had too much on it. Looks like Sam Jones has gone out to have a run at Oscar Borg. He hasn't got much change out to Lee Jenkins, and it looks like he's gone right of the front. No, Sam Jones.
Yeah, I mean, not a bad little ball there again. Brilliant defender from Dill Reese. He's aware of Chris Baker's run at the back post, just marshals it out. Difficult ball, but yeah, good defender, Dill.
Don't forget, with Penabon's points deduction, Met only haven't qualified for Europe on goal difference.
Yeah, goal difference just let them down. Well, that -8, that's where, you know, it shows how important it is.
Hawkins started the game really well. Hawkins, that's a foul.
Yeah.
Harry Owen gives a foul away. Hawkins goes to ground.
I think they're asking for a yellow. It would have been a harsh yellow.
It would have been a harsh yellow, but that's football for you. There are plenty of Haverfordwest supporters just in front of us asking for the yellow as well. Henry Jones to take the kick. We were speaking to Dylan Ebenezer at half-time, and he was talking about the goal fest last night at Mice Teggett 4-2. What a brilliant game to be involved with. Laughing his head off. He was on the mics last night, 6 goals, and we're 0-0 at the moment, Will.
Yeah, there's something coming now. I feel like something brewing.
Here we go. Jones with a free kick. Surprised to see Jack Wilson back as the only defender. 6'3" Jack Wilson.
Yeah, true. Maybe his pace.
Ball in. McCarthy.
Brilliant header from Kyle.
Yeah, for about the 6th time today. There goes that up and under again from Wilson.
Could you do it early? Could you do it early? That's what you're saying about Elliot Evans and Wilson and one-on-one there.
Ball in there. Just cut out from Shepherd. What a bad ball as well there from CJ Craven.
Yeah. Elliot's made a great run there across. Not a bad ball at all, and now look where their position is.
One goal lights up this game.
Absolutely.
One goal gives the team the advantage of getting into the big final next week. Chubb now. Evan Lewis gallops forward. Bodies in the box. It's all about the second ball usually on these long throws. You win the first one. Second ball is key. Clayton Green there stood behind Matt Chubb. And Luke Cooper fires a great throw in. First header away from Borg. John Davis does well to keep it in play, but it only forces another long throw.
Just looking at these throws here, you're thinking is the main target is Emlyn, and not once has it been in and around him.
Dylan Reese in front of him, Lee Jenkins behind him, and Jenkins again wins the header, but it goes away for a corner.
Yeah,
now.
It's a little bit closer to Emlyn there, even if he just grapples around and wins something, and at a corner, he's done well.
First corner of the game, that is hard to believe. I seen the stat then, I thought somebody made a mistake. First corner of the game. Harry Owen, can he deliver with it? Puts onto the back post. Chubb, it's a big chance for Chubb. Maybe got there a little bit early then.
Yeah, it was there for him. Hit himself in the process here.
Stood it up to the back post.
It's gone for the shoulder.
Yeah, he's misguided it. Yeah, he's missed the header completely and it's come off his shoulder.
You would have fancied him there.
Tactical change made any difference to you so far, Will? Or have West started to play out here now? Reese, out to Jenkins, out to Reese. The out ball is Jordan Davis. Carl McCarthy is having a blinder of a game in the air.
Yeah, you think for his height he wouldn't be that good in the air, but he really is.
Baker against Fields been a decent battle. This young goalkeeper has grown in confidence as the game has gone on for Haverfordwest as well. Jonesy's done well.
Yeah, he's
hasn't been asked a lot of questions, but he's performed really well. McCarthy. Chubb. Craven will want it. Comes back inside to Emlyn Lewis. Evans.
Yeah, it's better from Elliott. It's coming short.
Playing as a 10, Evans?
Yeah, I think so.
Charlie Cosby swapped with Cosby, and Cosby went into an offside position.
But it's well recognised by Charlie. If Elliott's going to drop in, he's got to make that run in behind, and, you know, on that occasion, a little bit unlucky.
Yeah, Ian Bird gives the decision there. Is that happiest man in the ground, most probably, so far. Rhys Griffiths alongside him, Martin Giles. Coach at Penabont. Great job done by the pair of them. And Lee Jarman.
They've been watching these games thinking who they're going to be playing and whatever else. It's probably quite nice for him to be here and enjoy the game for what it is, really.
Has he taken anybody on today's performances yet?
We'll soon find out, I suppose.
Love to see managers at games doing their homework.
Yeah.
And European games, of course, will coming up for these teams now in only about 7 or 8 weeks' time, believe it or not. Friendlies very, very important.
Yeah, that's it. Friendlies. You want to keep up that conditioning, and you don't want lads to be having too much time off that they lose it. So yeah.
And would you see the likes of Penabont getting a game against the likes of Newport County pre-season, do them a favour before they went into Europe?
Yeah, definitely. I would assume so. Obviously, having that relationship with someone like James Wright, who came from Penabont, they've surely got connections like that. So yeah, I wouldn't write it off.
Them pre-season friendlies, when you go into Europe, as a obviously Welsh follower, I'm really keen. We'd love to see a team do really well in Europe this year.
Yeah,
it's been a few years since we've had European success, but let's hope it is this year. Craven, he's joining the skillful brigade with a back heel there. Chubb, Lewis, just start to force their way forward a little bit more. That was it. He's got away with one there. He's give the ball away, and Henry Jones has just caught him.
Not many complaints from Henry Jones, to be fair.
But I think he lost that.
Ooh, well, you can see why he's give it.
Yeah, he doesn't get the ball.
No, fair
free
enough.
kick.
What do we know, eh?
Too far out for a smash from here, 34 yards. Tom Price have it in his locker, Baker or Elliot Evans, or will he be clipping one in?
Well, wind behind you. You fancy Tom Price to have a nice clean strike at this. Elliot Evans, I suppose, he's probably more of a, guide.
Killer of the ball.
Kill the ball. So I'd suggest that he probably walks away, but don't tell me Emlyn fancies it, does he?
No, Emlyn's coming back in for a piece of the action.
Yeah.
His message in, if this goes in the back of the net, lads, we're 1-0 ahead. It's done short. Craven, far post looking for Chubb. Borg gets the header for the corner.
It's not a bad little free kick routine that from Cardiff Met, because it was quite a straight one. They played it out to Craven, who just changes the angle of it, and it's resulted in a corner. Matt Chubb's running to the back post. It seems to be a bit of a theme at the moment, and they get a corner from it.
You see, the last 4 or 5 minutes, and they just start to take a little bit of a stranglehold of this game. They've beaten Haverfordwest 4 times of the last 5 they played them. Great corner in, great header away by Wilson. Tremendous header away, and hooked clear by Dylan Rees, who's been in the thick of the defensive action all afternoon.
Met just starting the pilot. I think from the moment the second half started, they've really taken it to Haverfordwest. I can't remember the ball being up here too much, so it's all been down in Haverfordwest's half. It's just now making chances and trying to develop a goal.
Still, the man in front and behind of Emlyn Lewis. Can he win the first one? No. This time, Dylan Rees wins it. Chubb tries to go to the line. Didn't go for getting the cross in early, and gives the free kick away in a poor area. That's poor play from Chubb.
Yeah.
The team are on the attack. They're just giving the ball back there, making a decision like that.
Yeah, it's brilliant play from Henry Jones, to be fair, showing that defensive work that he's got to his game as well. But frustrating when you're in the box waiting and he gives away a cheap free kick like that.
Pennock, deep in thought. Waggy alongside him. Jones to take the free kick. 63 minutes on the clock. Great header from Lewis. Jenkins tries to thread the pass, doesn't thread it. Evans wanted it early. Evans, McCarthy. There's a 1-0 wrote all over this game, Will.
Yeah, and I still couldn't. It's a toss of the coin where it's going to go.
Switches on if Emlyn Lewis sees it early enough. Can never turn down a diag, Emlyn.
No, loves it. He loves it. And he has got it in his locker, to be fair to him. I mean, it didn't look like it was on that occasion, but
no, he's misguided that one. rugby this evening. Newport versus Llandovery online, S4C at 7 p.m. Did you have the rugby in you, Will, in your school days?
Yeah, in the school days, never really got it. As soon as I seen the shape of the ball, it wasn't for me. But no, yeah, it was massive in our school, probably our #1 sport back in Cardiff. So, but yeah, Newport, be interesting to see how they get on.
I don't have to ask you whose side you're on.
Llandovery. No.
Reese. Harry Owen against Hawkins, referee right on spot, and they're just had to win a lot of seconds now.
Yeah, the duels, the seconds.
Jones gets there before Borg just knocks it out of play though.
Whenever you play Cardiff Met, you know they're going to have a spell, whether they're winning, losing, that they're going to, really pressure, put it on you. I feel like Haverfordwest are going through that at the moment, weathering it well so far.
They're not going to, the Met out of all the teams in the league, we're talking about real fit teams now. That's a foul beyond from McCarthy. Referee says play on, but the Met are never going to struggle for fitness.
No.
Jenkins back to Jones. Strong rays of sunshine in the goalkeeper's face now. Jordan Davis. Chubb. Shepherd to Veal. Veal, great ball, he's onside. Wilson may have the first chance of the afternoon here. Real chance for Wilson, takes it on. What a block by Owen. Wilson knocks it back across. That's tremendous defending by Harry Owen. He tracked back in and stopped Jack Wilson, who is elusive when he gets in front of goals.
Yeah, that was a brilliant ball. I don't know where it's come from. Where is it? Jamie Veal through the middle. Yeah, Harry Owen sees his man go. Does brilliantly well to get back, make the initial block, and the ricochet lands quite nicely.
And fair play to Owen. That was a player who started the game as one of the front three. So tracking back like that's brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. Fair play to him. I think Wilson's tried to go across goal, but McCarthy back in to intercept. But corner Haverfordwest.
Ripped across to the back post, headed away by Sam Jones. Shepherd with a chance. Another last-ditch tackle. It was Baker this time.
Yeah, it's a great block. Corey Shepherd does very well there, brings it out of the sky really well. Again, another little ricochet nearly falls into Haverfordwest's favour, but Chris Baker again watching his man well.
So the tide being turned. Haverfordwest now pressing for the first goal of the afternoon. Henry Jones will stroll across to take the corner.
You'd expect his delivery to be on the money, to be fair, Henry Jones.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm sure he couldn't try and be picking Lee Jenkins out here. The usual target. Jenkins with the header. Just wide of the mark, and he'll be disappointed with that.
Yeah, he lost his man. He lost Emlyn very well. Just glanced at it rather than meeting it.
Yeah, if you want that ball, you'll have a West supporter fall into anybody around that area. It's going to be Jenkins.
Emlyn loses man. I don't know if it's a block or a little push just to get him away from him, but it's a free header in the end.
Yeah. Lang. The Met passing it around definitely better than the second period. Jones, it's a giveaway in midfield. Price. Wilson's been in the thick of things the last 20 minutes. Hawkins. Jordan Davis. Spells of pressure. 10 minutes for the Met. Tide seems to turn now on this. The Bluebirds back on the ball. When you did play in Europe, Will, for the Met, did you enjoy the adventure?
Yeah, it was something we worked towards from the moment I walked through the door, and to have finally achieved that after 3 or 4 years, I think we were going at it. It was, yeah, what a trip we had. We took them right to the very end when Dylan scored that penalty to take us 2-0 up. We generally thought,
down at Leckwood Stadium.
Down at Leckwood, yeah. And to be fair, the lad who scored 2 goals over the 2 legs was then playing against Real Madrid 3 years later.
That's what we come up against.
So yeah, but yeah, what a brilliant experience that is. Something that myself and the players in that squad will never forget for sure.
Absolutely. Matchup, the fire that throw down the line. 70 minutes almost on the clock, and this, where has that time gone?
Yeah, that's it. You know, as the game starts to creep on, you start thinking about extra time.
Yeah, well, it's approaching winning goal time now. Anybody to get one, Corsby. And substitutions now must be right.
Yeah.
In the minds of both managers. Price, can he get the left-footed shot off? Wanted the free kick. Shot penalty! What a silly way to give a penalty away. There's no doubt about it at all. And incredible to just shove somebody over in the box like that. Incredible.
As soon as Price has taken him on the edge of the box, you can see him pulling at him, and then stupidly in the box, bizarre.
Well, the referee won't get an easier penalty to award all season than that.
I mean,
incredible.
Thinking if you're going to do it outside the box at least, but he almost waits until he's in the box, then does it.
Henry Jones, experienced player as well. He'll be disappointed with that. Looks like Baker's put the ball down. Or is it one of those Premier League ones? It's Elliot Evans.
That's where his goals come from now, Elliot.
Usually the penalty king, Elliot Evans, against Zach Jones. He scored important penalties in the past.
He's been here before.
There is plenty of pressure on this, by the way. Can Evans put the Kincoid club 1-0 ahead? Evans against Jones. Evans. What a save that is! That is a brilliant save from the goalkeeper. He's gone the right way and he's had a strong hand to keep it out. It's in the corner as well. Zach Jones, what a save.
Free. What a save. What a brilliant save. Yeah, Henry spears one over to him, gives him a little kiss on the cheek, and I don't blame him. What a great save that is.
Went the right way, right-handed, he puts his hand in the air and had to have strength to keep that ball out because he didn't tap the penalty. Brilliant save, Zach Jones. Score remains 0-0. And Henry Jones is buying Zach Jones Christmas presents already.
When you look at the replay, you tend to go to, was it a bad penalty? And I didn't think it looked like it from behind. You then see it. Don't get me wrong, he's got the power on it, but it's at a great height and it's not in the corner.
Yeah.
Normally so reliable from those situations as Elliot Evans.
Yeah, I expected him to go the other way.
Yeah.
Big chance first, massive chance.
Well, it sums it up. It doesn't want to go in, does it?
It doesn't want to go in today. That may not be the last penalty of the afternoon, by the way. No. Could have 10 more. He's on his line. Comes off his line. Yeah, it's a great save still. It's not the greatest penalty.
It's not the greatest penalty.
It's a strong hand, isn't it?
Henry Jones straight up to him. Oh, you won.
That's a brilliant save from the young goalkeeper.
He's looked very assured all game, to be fair.
Yeah.
That just typifies it. I think it's just injected a bit of life into the game. You can hear the players now.
Absolutely.
As the sun comes out as well, it's...
Elliot Evans has to lift this off now. You've got to get over these things now.
That's it. Easier said than done, I know, but...
Are we seeing more penalties missed these days? Well, maybe in the likes of the Premier League. Definitely.
Yeah. They look so easy to score until you're up there walking up to it.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's why I've always said I don't think you can practice penalties.
No, because that pressure is something unjustified until you're actually standing there. Do you know what I mean?
Sam Jones playing down the right-hand side still in the second period. Yeah, Sam, Cardiff Met fancies himself as a bit of a javelin thrower, I think.
Athletics indoor.
Great hook in there from Hawkins, but the Met are setting about it now. Price driving forward. Baker stand to win that midfield duel, I think. Baker again wins the second tackle.
There's no lost cause to Chris Baker.
Craven, Price into the mix. Jones, great headed away by Jenkins. Hawkins
No one in front of him, no runners.
Dylan Rees goes over.
Cheap. Didn't need to do it, they're going nowhere. Again, Dylan Rees, that experience shining through. He's won a couple of good fouls now and just relieves the pressure, calms everyone down a little bit coming into the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, and when you're sat in there now, Will, in that dugout, use that penalty again. Usually very, very trusty from the spot kick, like you said, Elliot Evans. But when you're in that dugout now, when you're Ryan Jenkins, and when you're Tony Pennant, you get that sort of, it's our day, it's not our day.
Yeah, you definitely do. And until that moment, you couldn't really pick who's saying what, but
I don't think Henry, that would have gone in, by the way, and that would have been a 1-0 win for the Met. Wow, that was such a soft penalty to give away. Substitution being made. First one, Elliot Evans, unfortunately, after missing the spot kick, goes off. Lewis Grease will come on.
I mean, if he had missed the penalty, would that sub have happened? I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe just to clear his mind now, bring on some fresh legs. I think we were asking for this substitution, but even potential starter here.
Elliot also, as you know, Elliot involved in the coaching lineup as well.
He is, yeah.
So he may lend a hand on the side now.
Yeah, definitely. He'll be gutted over there, you can see straight away.
Harry Owen drives forward past Wilson, drives forward again. Can he keep going, Owen?
Does so well.
Craven makes a run down the right-hand side. Lewis Rees, great tackle. Jenkins again in the thick of things.
Welcome to the game, Lewis Rees.
But the Met definitely stepping on the gas now, trying to get this first goal. Rees takes it back inside, hits it across, corner.
Good response from Met, to be fair. You know, they weathered a bit of a storm and they're piling on the pressure again. Corners, you feel, would be vital in this game. What's this, only the second or third corner now for Met, so...
Yeah, and of course, extra time and penalties, Will.
Yeah. How long you got parking for?
Plenty of time.
Good.
Plenty of time.
Don't need to extend it.
50 pence as well, not bad at Cardiff Met. Lewis Rees flashes a corner in, keeper again comes, punches away. He's having a great game, the goalkeeper. Craven, the closest left foot down quickly. Should have gone in. It's just one of those games now. After that penalty, they're putting on the pressure. The Met, Pinnacle know his team, a pretty good team on the break as well, so nothing has really changed in this game.
Exactly what you expect from Lewis Rees. He's come on, he has made a great start to the game. Yeah, again,
great goalkeeper.
Jack Jones has been brilliant there, very commanding.
And Wilson trying to block him in, look.
Looks like they're trying to crowd him out.
Yeah, and put it under the bar.
Put it under the bar, yeah.
Puts too much on this one.
No, too big.
Key moments in games. Jenkins disappointed with that.
There, yeah.
First season at the helm, Ryan Jenkins. What a chance, getting your team into Europe. Lewis Rees, ex-TNS. There's a great cheer amongst the Haverfordwest supporters when he saved that penalty. I think most people with the Mets history was definitely expecting Elliot Evans to rattle the back of the net. Lewis fires it forward. Jenkins. Rees. Shepherd. It's a smart pass from Shepherd.
Lovely.
Breaks on. Just too much on the pass from Wilson.
This is what we saw a little bit in the first half, and Cardiff Met weren't having much joy coming up the hill, if you like, but you know, win behind seems to be the team on front.
Hawkins has been good with the ball at his feet. Chance. Jordan Davis, keeper, comes and collects. I think we could be leading the way, Will, on least shots on target in the Scorio season this afternoon.
Yeah, potentially. It's just that lack that little bit of quality.
Lewis heads it forward, straight out of play. They rolled it. Rolled a couple of chances there. The penalty save is absolutely massive in this game. You know, as players, you know, even if you're out there, never mind Elliot Evans, you just know you've had a chance to win the game. You know.
It's one of those, like we said, it's been that cagey affair for coming into the 80th minute now, and, you know, it's that little bit of, you know, luck to get the penalty. Well, but a
first goal to win
really.
now,
Yeah, and you think that would win you the game, but so as it goes, it was well saved.
The Met defend with every player in their own box. Keep nobody forward. Wilson will fire it in. Gets great distance again. Craven. Chance. Wilson. Good collect from Lang.
Yeah, could have gone anywhere. Look at Emlyn
Lewis is bombing forward. You'll do well to get on this. Jenkins tries to take him out off the ball.
Yeah.
But showing some enterprise then, Lewis.
Yeah, there you go. That just sums up Emlyn Lewis.
Owen. Jones on the left wing now. Gets a pass across. Baker, can he take it? Reese gets the shot off. Will he get a corner? Kept in by Jones.
Put Chris Baker on his right foot. I know it's spinning just to have a little go on that one.
Take a pot shot.
Yeah, definitely.
Win behind as well. Reese there. It's a great block, in fact, by Abruzzi. Lewis, no questions asked, right back into the mixer. Borg a little bit unlucky there. Reese, he's seen plenty of the action since coming on. Lewis Reese.
He's been in the thick of it.
Whips one across the front, headed away by Veal. Could be late, could be a free kick, not given. Price.
He's been everywhere, Price, to be fair. He's covered every blade of grass.
Crosby just chasing it down in the corner. Will try and get his team the long throw. Does the job.
Yeah, does well.
81 minutes. Cardiff Met 0, Haverfordwest County 0. JD Cymru Premier, Europa League playoff semi-final. So much at stake. Chubb. Lewis. Again, Sam Jones will be the two targets. First ball in. Haverfordwest have dealt with this better than I thought they would, by the way. Jones wins the first header, headed away by Jordan Davis. Baker back in the mixer. Jenkins all over Emlyn Lewis. Price will just play it back to McCarthy. McCarthy will have to put it back in. Great ball from McCarthy.
This is where you want Harry Owen, 1v1.
Against his old right back Dylan Reese. Can he take the shot or no? Wants it on his left foot.
Yeah.
Had to go in. Chance on the break. Jones gets it wide to Jordan Davis. Very fleet-footed Jordan Davis. Played in these games, Will. Any mistake now could be critical.
Yeah, it's costly now. Dylan Reese again done brilliantly well up against Harry Owen. Like you said, I know he knows him. He wants to take him down the left foot, but still got to do your job, and he did really well.
Good duel in the air again. Lewis, can he put Sam Jones in on a long ball? Lewis, Crosby trying to clip one in behind. I think the start of the season, Jenkins was playing as a right-sided centre-back and didn't have his best of spells. Since he's gone central, where he should be,
yeah, more comfortable.
He's more comfortable in that position.
Yeah, definitely so.
And he's been one of the better players again today.
Yeah, he hasn't lost many, if any, to be fair to him.
21 years of age, by the way.
Yeah, it's madness, absolute madness. Feels like he's been in the league for years. And, you know, he's shown that experience here today.
Wilson. Hawkins again. His first touch is excellent. Lewis looking for Jones. Baker crashes it against Borg. Jones, can he go from zero to hero the other end? Wilson, great touch from Jones. Can he keep it in? Almost. Almost.
Nice little interchange though from Henry. He's got around the corner. Wilson, it's a lovely weighted pass. It's just unlucky.
It's a long throw from Wilson. Decent save again from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, any little nick there causes a little bit of uncertainty, but
well, there was one score forecast I would definitely have not predicted. 0-0. Not here this afternoon.
No.
It's a great kick from Lang. Borg's had an uncompromising, decent game.
Yeah.
Left side centre back.
It's one of them. He's done his job really well. I think the back three done really well. They've just been very solid, hard to break down, and very assured.
A couple of players going down with bits of cramp here. Johan Evans looks to be coming on. Midfielder or striker. Could play in the 10 role, Johan. Hawkins, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Some fresh legs, definitely so. I think Hawkins has been he's had a tidy game, just lacked that final bit of quality. Yeah, but I suppose it's the method of the game, really, how it's gone.
Yeah, well, as we know, there's another 35 minutes ahead of us by the look of it. It looks like Dixon Kabongo is warming up as well. For me, that could be Corsby.
Yeah, potentially.
Will they be needed, or will the West Walian Bluebirds produce a goal now? Jones, great ball in, headed away by Craven. Craven and Kyle McCarthy at the back for the Met have been tremendous in the air. Abruzzi. Shepherd. Tried the Meg Baker.
Yeah, the return to Henry Jones looked like the ball.
Fancied megging him and getting around him.
Well, yeah.
This will have to go all the way back from Wilson. Jones.
They're very assured, Jones, I must say. The penalty save aside, he's looked very, very comfortable and
definitely
very solid.
Great ball in. McCarthy hooks it clear. Corsby. Can Baker get there? Davis, Jenkins just leaving one on him, getting away with it. No, to be fair to the referee, it's a big game and to the linesman, and they've done a smart job.
Yeah, very smart, yeah, I'd say so. Not many they've missed.
Oh, because he's done that on purpose. That was fantastic. Except you still have one man to go.
Yeah, and that
most probably the man of the match, Kyle McCarthy.
Yeah, that sums up Hawkins, to be fair. Whether he meant or not, it's pulled off for him. It's just that final bit of quality that's let him down.
Owen. Well, I don't think you're going to get to that disco by 7 o'clock, Will.
I wish I had something to come back with. You just tickled me too much there.
Chubb. Great ball in from Chubb. Jones, one-on-one. Would have been what he was waiting for all afternoon. Jenkins stands him up and ball. Referee says play on. Interesting one to have a look back at. Very interesting. It looked like he was going to award that then.
Yeah, it looked like it. I think if he hasn't awarded one already, that could have gone.
Yeah. Emlyn Lewis still looking to press his team up the pitch. Tom Price hooks it out.
Be interesting to see this back now.
Here we go. Will Evans. VAR. I don't want to be a referee in that situation. That's after having another look at it. Let's see, you've seen him give him.
He doesn't touch the ball.
No.
It's a tangle, it's a clumsy challenge.
That is 50-50.
Oh, I tell you what.
You can give that.
They can't complain if it's given.
No. Corsby, the Met, does go off, and Dixon Kabongo comes on for him. We're in the 89th minute. Semi-final at a stalemate. Davis should be favoured for the header. And McCarthy again.
Yeah.
Baker, Wilson. Shepherd gets it out.
Tell you what, Borg will be a happy man
when he sees the replay.
Yeah, I think so. The more I think about it,
the more you think you may have been influenced by giving the first one.
Yeah, I do. I don't think if that first one's given, that one certainly is.
That's a tough call, Mike.
Yeah, I mean,
we've looked at it
4 or 5 times.
And we still don't know whether it is or not.
Do you know what I mean? You could have gone either way, but
yeah, definitely. Owen. Jenkins heads away again. Price knocks it back in. Kavongo. Lewis Rees on the edge. One bit of magic from a player out there now sees their team into the final. Price. It's a decent ball. Shepherd has the strength to run it out of play. 2 added minutes. And it's mainly because of this man in goals.
Yeah.
Fantastic penalty save from Elliot Evans. Just before the 70th minute, keeps the game at 0-0. One thing's for certain anyway, Will, if it does go to a penalty shootout, it's one of the great things as a commentator and co-commentators. You've got 10 smashing bits of action ahead when they're taking their penalties.
That's it.
Jenkins. A 90-minute man of the match from Will Evans.
Man of the match, wow, yeah. It's a tough one because I think there's been a lot of solid performances that has, you know, potentially not allowed players to stand out. I think Chris Baker's been fantastic in there. Carl McCarthy, I would say. But then I look at Haverfordwest and with Lee Jenkins and Dill Rees as well. It's been very promising for them.
That says defence has been on top.
Exactly that.
Yeah. Oh, well played. Rees gets it across. Chance. Dylan Rees, what a great header that is away.
That's just signposted. And I've got to give a mention to Zach Jones as well. I think he's been fantastic, other than the penalty save, but it's a man of the match worthy performance from him.
Yeah, he's dealt with the crosses, he's dealt with the penalty and a few long range shots, so yeah, Zach Jones has to be up there.
Yeah, definitely. But then you see Dill Rees there with that just, you know, lapse of concentration in the final seconds of the game. He still just meets a header.
Time up on the referee's clock, so this will be the last piece of action of the game.
Yeah.
We will come straight back to you after the adverts. Chubb. Jones makes a jump and ball wanted this time. Referee blows a whistle. It's for final final whistle from the referee. So the action at Kincoid is over. Cardiff Met University 0, Haverfordwest County 0, mainly because of that man, Zach Jones. Ryan Jenkins and Tony Pennock will look after their teams. We look forward to seeing you after the break.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwpic Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croes yn ôl yma o hyd, di bod yn bach o thema dros yr misoedd o'r flwyddyn diwetha. Ni yma o hyd yn aros am gol yn y gêm yma, rhwng gynderfynol. Y gemau ail gyfle, dim yn gwahanu. Met Cardydd a Holffordd, ond Met di methu cic o'r smotyn. Yr eiliad fawr gallai di mynd â nhw i'r rownd derfynol, ond arbed oddi, Zach Jones na bod yn gampus, Sean Met, a ni dal yma, yma o hyd. Fel o'n i'n gweud, yma Holffordd yn ei lyddio o'r diwedd. Ac o'r diwedd, meddai'n tîm sylwebu ni. Dwi'n eisiau gwneud Mike Davies yn ei ddigeddus, o'n i'n sylwebu ar y gêm arall neithwr. 6 gol ar faes tegid, a Mike chi'n be, ni'n gadael yn sy'n weid o trwyn. Gwyliwch nawr, bydd dim un gol nos fori. A dyna sydd wedi digwydd, ymddiheriadau Mike, nôl at chi.
Welcome back to Kincoid campus, Cardiff Met, and Haverfordwest County still at 0-0. All to play for in the next 30 minutes before we go to the penalty shootout. Still blazing sunshine here, Will.
Yeah, I mean, it's been one of those days, isn't it? Not a lot has quite gone for him, but you know, you look back to that penalty save, an absolutely massive part of the game, but let's see what extra time brings.
Davis trying to put Lewis down in the corner. Lewis just clears the ball away. It's a decent clearance from Lewis. Tom Price picks up in midfield. 30 minutes. Still, first goal absolutely vital now. How long, Will, before... It's too early yet, definitely too early, but as we approach the half-time mark, and you're talking about penalties starting to play on players' heads.
Yeah, it's you don't want to jump the gun as such. You want to, you know, get through this first 25-30 minutes, and then you've got to start thinking about it. I mean, I can imagine both clubs have probably done a little bit of practice, put a bit of time in with penalties, because you just never know if it would go that way. But yeah, it's always a tough one. It's, again, a bit of a catch-22.
The last penalty shootout Cardiff Met were involved in, I think it was 14-15 against Connors Key Nomads in the MG.
Yeah, the Nathaniel, yeah.
When they had 3 penalties to win it. Great throw in this time. Lewis Rees goes to ground. Referee says play on. Dylan Rees again effective at the back. Chubb heads it back in. Rees, referee says play on again. Baker, Harry Owen has magic in his feet at times. Owen drives it across. Brilliant defending again.
Yeah, brilliant defending.
Owen will go over to take the corner. Set plays haven't been rare this afternoon, but nobody has really spotted anybody with a good corner yet.
No one's really quite capitalised on it just yet. Again, the beauty of a set piece, you know that there's more than likely another one coming, that you've just got to try and do the right thing from the next one.
It's Price this time. Chubb on the far post, looks for him. Just collected wonderfully again by Zach Jones.
I mean, I think that the whole game plan we've alluded to is that they're going to put it under the bar on the keeper, and he's just come out and claimed an easy catch.
Yeah. Abruzzi elects to go outside Kabongo. Leahy on now. Next Cardiff City. Shepherd gets it wide to Dylan Rees. Great ball in from Rees. Oh, what a touch, Jordan Davis. Good strength from Emlyn Lewis. Brilliant defending, because the touch from Davis was marvellous.
Yeah, he's made that ball look 10 times better than I think it's a great ball from Dylan Rees, but he's made it look even better. Yeah, a bit of magic now from Lewis Rees as well.
Lewis Rees has done well since joining up top, by the way. Craven. Referee gives the kick, and Craven gets it wide to Matthew Chubb. Chubb, good strength again. Craven will go back inside, most probably to Lewis. It's been cagey all afternoon. It hasn't been one of those end-to-end encounters where goalkeepers have had to be at the very top of their game, but the goalkeeper who's definitely had to do the most is the Haverfordwest goalkeeper, and he's done well.
This is better from Met though, just keeping the ball, slowly working their way forward. Just need to find that bit of quality.
Jones with a chance. Jones, his first touch was good, but Borg's defending was better again. He's gone under the radar today, Borg.
Yeah, he has. He's done that. Other than the penalty claim, that again, we'll just move on from that. He's been very solid. But like I said, the build-up play a lot better from Met. You know, taking the ball in difficult places. Yeah, good defending.
Sam could add that hardest bit of all, finishing, to his whole game. He has a great chance of going on even from this league.
Yeah, just that clinical edge. He makes things happen. You know, he brings midfielders into play. It's just that final edge.
Harry Owen gets it wide again to Lewis Rees. Rees
been brilliant since he's come on.
Yeah, he's really added something to this, and he could have a key part to play in the next 20 minutes. He steals a free kick there, by the way.
Yeah, he does well. I mean, it should have come out to Craven a lot earlier, but just bought it. I think there's a little drag down from Evans here as he gets up. Yeah, pulls him down.
Yeah, Johan Evans giving the pole away there.
Probably didn't need to do it with 2 men on him, but
Price goes short. 2 big men on the far post now. He should have gone in. The opportunity was there to go in already. Just overcomplicated things there, Will.
Exactly. You could have just done that from a dead ball situation.
But he's got it wide first thing to Carl McCarthy, and he's got the angle, the left foot to put it in. He's just elected to make an extra pass to Harry Owen. Chubb, Emlyn Lewis will be the target again. They've dealt with him well all afternoon. Don't think he's connected with one yet at all today.
No. Is there a chance now? No, there we go.
It's a tired long throw there from Chubb as well. Fitnesses will be key. You did say that earlier on in the game.
Especially with the sun beaming down as well. It's
Haverfordwest, under the guidance of Tony Pennock, though, will be definitely, they'll train at least twice a week.
Yeah.
So they're a fit outfit. Jones. Craven just dropped off a Brucey. And a Brucey smashes one forward, looking for Jordan Davis. The header goes back from Harry Owen. Chris Hughes definitely watching this will send the season. Like you said, you've got to be switched on for these type of games. And after recording a 4-2 victory last night against Bala, he may be watching this today, Chris Hughes, fancying his chances, you know.
Yeah, definitely so. I think, you know, either team both showed they've got a bit of grit about them, but any bit of quality going forward could really punish them.
Craven slides one in. Kabongo back to Craven. Jones wants it delivered. Again, could have gone in anyway. Rees whips it across. Great ball chance. Oh. Sam Jones, instead of just guiding it, he tried to get power. Brings his neck back and it goes wide of the mark. It's a great ball in.
Yeah, I must say, Lewis Rees has really had a big impact on this game. What you want from your subs, just to come on and look at that delightful ball. It's just come off the wrong side of his head. I think, like you said, he's gone to try and meet it with power, when really if he guides it...
Yeah, it just needs to guide it. Once it just gets something on it.
Yeah.
Power, and it's gone the wrong way. Half a decent challenge from Shepherd, by the way, to put him off.
Yeah, you've got to credit Shepherd there. Followed his man, done enough.
And the Shepherd who stays down. Cramp for Shepherd. There's it is Sam Jones. Will Ryan Jenkins look at the performance of Lewis Rees and maybe think he should have started him?
Well, it's easy to say that now, isn't it? But, you know, if potentially Elliot Evans, if that penalty goes in, and you probably don't think about it too much, but since then and when he's come on, he really has made an impact. So he's asked a question.
98 minutes on the clock. Yeah, Ricky Watts is warming up on the sideline. It could be a swap change here. Yeah, Shepherd goes off and Ricky Watts will be on.
Yeah, experienced member.
Yeah.
He'll know exactly what he's in there to do.
Will he go into the back there and Dylan Rees go into midfield? Or?
Yeah, you'd think so. I mean,
I wouldn't be making that change.
No, I don't think so. I think it looks like he has gone into that right-hand side there, and Dylan Rees moved up.
Dylan Rees has been so effective in that role alongside Lee Jenkins today. There is no way I would be pushing him into midfield now at this stage. But Pennock makes a change. He knows his players better than we do. I think they've been the strongest part of Haverfordwest game this afternoon. Jenkins, Borg and Rees.
Yeah, yeah. And you could say the same again about Matt as well.
Throwing. Davis just the type of player that will go without doing anything in 30 minutes or so, and he'll get one chance. And the form says that he could be up for putting one in the back of the net should it come along.
Yeah. Some tired legs out there now, just, you know, a couple of offsides, things being hooked on, flicked on, lazy challenges. It depends who wants it now.
Dylan Rees. He's done well, Dylan Rees. He must have spent 10 years, I think, as a junior at Cardiff City. He got rejected and he's gone on and had a great career at this level anyway.
Yeah, I mean, when he first came in, you could tell his quality, his technical ability. He was, you know, he was head and shoulders above the rest of us, to be fair. But he's solid, he's gritty, and he's obviously very good on the ball as well.
Hawkins plays it down. Davis. Midfield battle being won in there, or would you say it's been 50-50 all afternoon?
I see stalemates all over, to be fair. Yeah. But I mean, Tom Price and Chris Baker, I think, have been really good. Causby when he was on the pitch as well. And then you've got to look at Veal and Shepherd, who play some lovely balls as well into the front men.
Jones just tries to thread in Rees. They're not starting to play as a partnership now. Borg. Great work from Rees.
Really good.
Brilliant. He's come on. He's come on to say to his manager, I should have started, and he's done well. Borg takes the throw. Craven heads on Baker. Dylan Rees just launches it.
Yeah, this would mean a bit of tired legs. They probably want a bit of a break, bit of respite.
We talked about opening goals and 90 minutes have gone by. There's McCarthy, who's been magnificent. Emlyn Lewis as well. You just got to dig in when you get to this part.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's part and parcel of it. Yeah, there'll be tired bodies out there, but you've got a chance of playing in Europe if you can get a victory this afternoon and win next week. Baker always plays with his heart on his sleeve for the Met.
Yeah, he's been brilliant again today, Chris, I think, for me. He's been everywhere, he's ratted about, he's harassed, and he showed a bit of quality when he was going forward as well.
Headed duel between Rees and Baker. Hawkins has had a great game. Switch of play, McCarthy heads out, Davis still lurking on the edge, waiting for action. Price just clears his lines. Any wind advantage at all is at the back of Haverfordwest at the moment, and I'm sure the Met will be pleased to have it behind them in the last 15 minutes. McCarthy. Ricky Watts wins the first headed duel against Sam Jones. 13 minutes flown well.
Yeah, I was going to say, just literally look across at the clock there, and I think we've only got 2 minutes left. It is looking that way. It's going to go to spot kicks, but
only a 12-team league, by the way. Will, as you know, you played in. To have 4 teams going into Europe is fantastic.
Oh, yeah, no, really good, really good.
It just gives people and players opportunities.
Definitely. You know, it's a massive pull. You see the likes of the big names who come to the Cymru Premier over the last 3, 4, 5 years. It is a really, really big pull.
Dylan Rees Hawkins still showing the skill that he showed all the game. Been one of the better players in the game for me.
Yeah, he's been very sharp, to be fair to him.
Jones. Leahy. Fuller running in behind.
Again.
McCarthy.
Yeah, McCarthy again, just using his experience there. He knows that the pressure's coming from Davis. He's shaking his head, but he's just been played there by McCarthy, and that just sums up his day.
Straight turnaround at half-time. Penalties looming. They'll be just 15 minutes away. Jordan Davis, I'm sure, will be... I think Jordan Davis, in a penalty shootout for Haverfordwest, or took a penalty. He did a Fanenka. He's a type of player who you can pick your players out who will try that sort of...
Yeah, you've got to have the minerals to do that. I remember Jamie Insel doing it in...
that was the poorest penalty ever.
Yeah, but if it comes off, it looks well, so... I don't mind it. I think it's good bottle.
Great ball from Emlyn Lewis. Watts throws Reese to the ground, and no free kick, says the referee. Baker's asking him why, I think. Long throw. Baker demands the Matthew Chubb. Runs up 30 or 40 yards to take the throw.
Potential last big chance of this half, you'd feel.
What a time to get a goal.
What a time it would be, exactly.
Everybody, apart from Colin McCarthy and Craven in, goes short. Chance. Price fires it in. Price. Oh, it's the bar from about 35 yards out. What a goal that would be. Was it a cross? Was it a shot? Almost.
Well, he's put his hands on his head like he's meant the shot, but I can't imagine so.
How unlucky is that, by the way?
Yeah.
Beats the goalkeeper, all ends up.
He has struck it with some venom. I mean, Zach Jones, as assured as he's been, he wasn't too sure about that
nowhere
one.
Nowhere
near it.
What a goal that would have been from Tom Price.
Maybe it's not a bit of magic that's going to do it.
That wasn't the magic, and we will say we will turn straight around. Two times today Jenkins has looked on. He's had that penalty from Elliot Evans, and a shot like that from 35 yards hits the crossbar. Is it or isn't it your day?
Well, I mean, the penalty save, you could argue, but I mean, the shot is just a bit of brilliance from Tom Price. Really unlucky. I'm not sure you can say whether it's your day or not just based on them two. It's been a cagey affair, and we said it from minute one, and it's stayed that way. Seen Elliot Evans there just giving a little bit of advice to the lads that's still on the pitch, playing in his coaching role. Lads getting rubs, plenty of water, some energy gels flying about, I would have thought, for the next big 15 minutes here.
What are you saying at this time now? Are you just saying keep going for us, keep doing what you've done for us all season? You've got 15 minutes left to make the cup final.
Yeah, you've got 15 minutes left of your potential season, so this is where you've just got to give it your all. You've done... What have we done now? 105 minutes. So why not?
Do you see a winner in the last 15?
I don't.
No,
I don't. I'm afraid. I think it's just.
Okay, so we're not allowed to gamble. Will, as you know, being a member of the broadcasting, but I am having a pint with you that there's a winner in the last 15 minutes.
As much as I'd like to join you, I'll have a pint of water because I've got a game Monday. But bet's on. The bet is on.
Bet is on. All we want now is if it's a 30-yard rasper, I'll have two off you.
And you'll be having waters as well.
Haverfordwest having that final team talk. Dylan Reese there.
There'll be some tired legs, tired minds here now in this last 15. The sun's been down all day. It's a hot day.
Yeah, the sun has beaten down all afternoon.
Yeah.
Well, and we've been stuck in the shelter.
In the shade. Yeah.
Which is the coldest part in Cardiff at present.
Yeah.
Elliot Duggan has joined the fray, and Oscar Borg has gone off, who had a great game.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah, he's certainly played his part today.
So Haverfordwest playing with Abruzzi, Jenkins and Ricky Watts as their back three. Hawkins and Johan Evans as the wing backs. 15 minutes for a goal, 15 minutes to make the playoff final. Jenkins fires one forward straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Collects. think Jordan Davis have seen enough of Kyle McCarthy today.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
Has not put a foot wrong, McCarthy.
No, he's been very solid.
Price. Can he inspire his midfield? A great ball to create the chance. That goes out, it'll go straight for the corner. Referee looks. Throw in maybe. Chubb to travel a distance again. Pennock looking on.
You just see earlier in that build-up how Duggan has just come on and he's gone and pressed the centre half instead of cutting off the midfield pass straight into Tom Price, and it's resulted in them getting a throw in. And
yeah,
they're the little things you've just got to pay attention to as well.
Spoke to Lee Kendall at half time, who was in goals the last time Haverfordwest were in Europe, 2003. Chubb, can he deliver? Jenkins and company have dealt with this throw well all day, and Jenkins gets there first again. Defensively, he's been superb.
Yeah.
McCarthy, one touch has got to go back in. Sam Jones on the diag.
Nice,
could be favourite for this.
Jordan Davis did his defensive work there.
Craven. Emlyn Lewis has stayed up, so we'll expect this to be put in. Kabongo's in here, what a touch.
Oh.
Offside, straight into an offside position. His first touch again was great, the shot was blocked though, but he just strayed offside.
Yeah, again a lovely pickup from Carl McCarthy. You can see that he's obviously meant that. Great first touch, and then unfortunately couldn't get the shot away. Lucky enough for him, he was just caught offside.
Yeah, it's a great dink.
Promising though from Cardiff Met.
Yeah, and one thing's for certain, the two goalkeepers are going to have a massive part to play should we go down to the spot kicks. Zach Jones has already saved one penalty, so he'll start in confidence.
Yeah, definitely.
First penalty, your best taker, Will, in your eyes?
Yeah, you have this argument. You look at Drogba back in 2012 when he did it with against Bayern Munich, and you understand why, but I think you've got to put your best up top.
Oh, I don't.
100%.
I don't even see it as a question.
No,
you don't. You know, you see players, the best penalty taker not taking one because you've lost by the time it gets to him.
It's
Lewis
more
Rees,
individuals.
Harry Owens
to have the glory, but
Owen, the pressing for the winner. Price. Look, one of the fitter players on the field.
Yeah,
Price.
he hasn't stopped. He really hasn't.
Baker.
It's got to be a foul.
Gets a foul. Chubb gets a foul. Pennock says no way, the manager. This has to be whipped in. I mean, Price is out there right-footed. For me,
left-footed.
Left-footed.
Someone like Carl McCarthy.
Yeah, definitely.
He's got the quality to do that. Harry Owen potentially as well.
Owen's never going to win in a headed duel, I don't think, but we'll see if he can prove us wrong. Craven's over it. Tom Price is over it. Into the face of the goalkeeper with a strong sun in his face as well. Price. First header away. Jordan Davis has done well in his defensive role.
Yeah, it's defensive role. Again, it's just typical of the game, to be fair. It's been very solid from both sets of players.
Price. Duggan. That'll be a yellow. I don't think there'll be any doubt. Price will go into the book here.
It's probably not a bad foul to give away.
It's a great foul,
yeah,
because Duggan had nicked the ball and he was on the run. Price accepts that he had to make the foul.
Thinks he's just getting a toe. Duggan out of nowhere, yeah.
Dylan Rees calling in. Jenkins and Duggan off the ball for a little chat there. Henry Jones will take the kick. Alex Lang hasn't had a lot to do. Definitely Zach Jones has had the most to do between the sticks.
Yeah, definitely so. Got to stay concentrated here.
Ball in from Jones, under hit again. Key
Jones
time.
doing his defensive duties this side.
Hawkins, great ball in. Lewis flicked on. Lewis. Jones, can he get the next ball off? He's got the pace. He's got the pace. What? Does he make the right pass? Makes the right pass. Chance. Lewis Rees on his left foot. Rees with a shot. Great block, Abruzzi. in the new defensive fashion as well of keeping your hands behind your back. Clever stuff there from Abruzzi.
Tell you what, Emlyn does well to pick that first pass. I thought Sam Jones had just underhit this, but Kabonga comes onto it well. Good decision from the young man to slide in Lewis Rees. Great first touch, opens up well. Yeah, Abruzzi done very well.
Brilliant block from the
really good
defender. Of all people you wanted to try and get the one on well, it was Jones as well. But there's that new style, style.
That's what it is.
Hand behind your back, no penalty given then.
Great first touch from Lewis Rees as well.
Young Hawkins, I think, is down. Definitely will cramp this time.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he's been everywhere.
Pennock most probably made, his substitutions. Rees, under the bar, you said Will was their target all day.
Well, it looks like that way again.
On the far post, Chubb with Dylan Rees. Dylan Rees just knows how to mark Chubb.
Yeah, I mean, the quality of the ball isn't quite right, don't get me wrong, but they've tried it all day and not once has it come off. You think they'd try something else up their sleeve, but
yeah, this is what, if you do get knocked out, if you don't make the fun, you look back over this 90 minutes, the set plays, them corners, there weren't many up until the first hour, but they've wasted 4 or 5 since.
Definitely.
Jordan Davis is playing as a right back now. Very interesting.
Yeah, I think they've pushed Hawkins on if he has a little 1v1.
Do you say it, if you're looking at that from the Met, do you say to Harry Owen, go and play left wing against Jordan Davis?
Yeah, you think you go in that little half space between Hawkins and Jordan Davis. Don't get me wrong, Jordan Davis isn't slow, but he's not an out-and-out defender.
Hook on, and they've dominated the second period of extra time. The Met just haven't asked enough questions of the goalkeeper.
They're playing quick. They want this ended really.
Well, 1 goal now, I'm sure would do it. Will.
Yeah.
McCarthy.
This is what we were speaking about.
Owen, drives inside. Davis gets the flick inside. Just can't understand that Owen gets the ball and Sam Jones runs in his channel.
Yeah. You want him to be in the box, and that's when you're talking about that killer instinct. Don't want him in there. You want him in between the sticks. Let Harry Owen beat his man.
That's a great tackle there. Great gone, Jones. Craven, who hasn't put a foot wrong all afternoon. Leahy gets it off. Foul not awarded. 2 minutes left. Seven minutes left, in fact. Math didn't quite add up then, Will. McCarthy. Too slow for the 1-2 then. But I think Harvey West have settled for penalties.
Yeah, I think you're right. There's a few lads on last legs. Dylan Rees has just gone down with a bit of cramp himself.
They put good shifts in. There's another substitution to be made. Would there be substitutions now for penalty reasons?
You'd think so.
McCarthy clipping one in for Rees. Jenkins again heads away.
Tom Price has mopped up very well on seconds all day.
He's got stronger as the game has gone on.
Definitely.
And been a thorn in Haverfordwest side. Davis.
Well, what were we saying about Jordan Davis?
Yeah, just Jordan Davis. I could play right back Jordan Davis. Smile on his face. Substitution. Yolo Humphreys coming on.
Yeah, Hawkins, I think it said on the board.
Yeah, well played too, young Hawkins as well. He's had a good game.
Yeah.
When you're going off, Will, it's a terrible thing to say, but when you're going off with an injury 2 minutes before penalties, are you one of the lucky ones?
Yeah, maybe, maybe.
And at this level now, Will, are you still saying to the players, do you want one? Or is it pre-picked and trained for?
You would like to think that these have been pre-selected, just perhaps not said to the players, but the coaches, staff, they'll know between themselves, and that's where they've just got to look upon the players and appoint them almost, and just they've got to expect that they're ready.
Jones fires one down the pitch. Lewis again, strong in the air. Humphreys hooks on. Carl McCarthy heads out his 20th header of the game. Reese. Watts has slotted in and since coming on and done a good job. Lewis goes a long way to win it. Duggan wins the header. McCarthy, his first bad touch of the afternoon.
One.
Makes up for it then. Kabongo fires one into Sam Jones.
Great
Baker,
touch.
can he get it?
Wow,
Jones,
what a ball.
big chance to win it for Jones. What a save!
God.
I know the man of the match is now.
Right.
Penalty save and a brilliant save. Zach Jones. What a save that is, and what a chance for Sam Jones.
Oh, I mean, it's a great first touch. Great ball from, was it Chris Baker? Great way to pass, great first touch. Oh, it's an unbelievable save. You've got to credit him.
It's an unbelievable save, but it's an unbelievable chance to win the game for your
And
club.
That's it. It goes the other way as well. I mean, if that doesn't typify it's going to be a 0-0, I don't know what does.
Another wasted
There
corner.
it is, yeah, round the back post again, overhit.
That is man of the match is confirmed. Owen Tudor-Jones gives Zach Jones the man of the match award.
Yeah, you can't argue with that, can you?
But you still have plenty to do in this game.
Yeah.
Zach, you've got another 5 penalties to save at least. Or try to. It's a good save again.
It is a good save. It is a good
strong
save.
hand. This is an even better save.
Yeah, because he's done well to tip it around as well. Yeah, really. You see how high he is off his line.
Does Sam Jones take that too early, Will?
Potentially, if he takes another touch,
beat the last man.
Yeah, if he takes another touch, you say, why isn't he hitting it? So it's a tough one for him.
Emlyn Lewis might be the first outfield player to take a penalty with his head. He's headed the ball that many times today. And
him and Lee Jenkins.
Yeah,
they might have to agree to head off.
McCarthy, Price will need to hook on. No free kick given. Baker. Met have pushed to win the game, definitely in extra time. And the Bluebirds have held on. Watts, Jenkins.
Yeah,
if you're looking on as the Newtown manager, have you got any preferred choice of who you want to play?
Well, as the cliche goes, it's a cup final, it's down to one game, and that is literally how it is.
This has to be a penalty substitution. Is it Veal coming on?
Yeah, potentially. For Chubb, yeah.
Veal for Chubb. I just don't think you make a substitution with a minute and a half to go unless he's one of the penalty takers.
Yeah.
McCarthy. Well, Will, you're going to make your debut in penalty shootouts by the look of it. Jones gets a header in. Jones collects.
Exciting times.
1 minute and a half left on the clock.
Just back to the man of the match, Zach Jones, as well. I think, other than those 2 monumental saves, really, he's been very assured in his kick in. He's looked comfortable on the ball.
Yes.
He's come for crosses. He's been really solid, to be fair.
And at his age, he looks like he's got a massive future in the game.
Yeah.
Lewis. Price. Just got to be down in the last third now. Still trying to play Veal. Baker tries to get one around the corner. Good tackle from Abruzzi. I should imagine he'll be one of the penalty takers. There's a yellow card. That could be one of the quickest. Is it Craven? Yeah, it is Craven.
He likes a challenge, Craven.
Yeah, in front of other teams' dugouts as well, usually. Pennock, fair enough sport, and he says, shakes hands with him.
No, I don't think
He
there's too much in
He
that.
slips, I think. Yeah, he slips before he gets it, but he does take him out, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, it's
20 seconds left on the clock. Surely not. Brighton Man United, a 96-minute penalty, wasn't it?
painfully, yeah.
I would have brought that up earlier had I known you were one of them, Will.
Well, listen, good job we're on 120 minutes.
Henry Jones, I'm sure, will take a penalty. Jones, maybe the last action of the game. Doesn't spot it very well. Can Owen get there first? Owen gets the header. Referee to look at his clock. Watts back in. Emlyn Lewis knocks it forward. Lewis Rees. Owen drives past him. Yolo Humphreys coming alongside. Rees. Free kick. Here we go. Here we go. Who's going to have the... Emlyn Lewis is running up to take this.
Tasty. Veal's running over here.
Yeah. I cannot believe that. They had the free kick then, about 3 or 4 yards forward. Emlyn Lewis ran to pick the ball up and retreated with it. You've got to learn. You've got to learn. You've got to steal a bit of ground there.
Yeah.
Try to steal a bit of ground anyway. This is it then.
Yeah.
This is the final one. Veal. He's come on as a substitute. And this would be one of the substitutions of the decade, were he to score from here. Veal against a man who's been impossible to beat all afternoon, Zach Jones. Veal.
Could have been difficult.
Ooh, he dealt with it well.
Yeah, he couldn't see with the sun.
Final whistle, and the clean sheet was kept by the MOM, Zach Jones. Cardiff Met University 0, Haverfordwest County 0. We will be back for penalties after a few moments with Dylan Ebenezer.
Mike, diolch yn fawr iawn. Mae Mike yn heiddi rhyw hoi fach fyd. Na i siarad am gwpl o funudau roi hoi i Mike Davies, Mael Davies lawr fan hyn gyda fi. Wel, fel na mai. Ond dim fel na fi, achos mae'n gicio swatyn ar y ffordd. Mael, diddorol. Diddorol iawn. Sut ti'n gweld pethau mynd? Just o ran be ni wedi gweld yn y gêm, ni wedi gweld Met yn methu cicio swatyn. Zach Jones yw ser yn y gêm. Yw na'n ffactor nawr wrth ni fynd i'r cicio swatyn fa.
Ie, na, fi'n credu os fydd rhywun yn mynd i ennill y gêm, fi'n credu mae Met Caerdydd bydde fe, ond chi'n modd, ser yn y gêm Zach Jones yn arbediad arbennig i'r cic o smotyn a hefyd arbediad arbennig am y cyfle Sam Jones ar y diwedd fyna.
Okay, so ti mas na nawr, paratoi gymryd un, a bod ti'n chwarae Met gwyd, fel o ti'n arfer gwneud, bydde ti'n poeni ar ôl gweld be mae Zach Jones di wneud hyd yn hyn?
Bydden, tyma bach, bydden, ond na, chi'n modd, wneud penderfyniad a stico gyda fe yw'r peth gorau i wneud yn cicio'r smotyn fan hyn, dim newid meddwl.
Tony Pennock yn siarad a'ch chwaraewyr. Mae rhaid ni weld yr arbediadau yma gan Zach Jones, y gŵr yna, yn y pink. Byddwn ni weld hon eto. Dyma'r cicio'r smotyn. Mae'n feddal, ond mae'n gic hefyd, nag yw i?
Mae e'n gic o'r smotyn, chymod Henry Jones ddim yn neud digon da fyna, ond am arbediad gyda Zach Jones fyna. Elliot yn digon o bwer tu ôl y pêl, ond arbediad gwych gyda Zach Jones.
Dwi'n cofio gweld David Seaman i Arsenal nefyn Sampdoria, cyn ti gael dy geni, mae'n siŵr Mael, ond oedd hi'n debyg i honna, dangos fe fod dda di. A wedyn, yw hon yn well, yr ail arbediad yma, reit ar y diwedd?
Fi'n credu bod i, chwarae neis gyda Met, a reit ar diwedd y gêm, a chymod, hwnna'n arbennig, chwarae teg i fe. Bydd e'n mynd mewn i cicio'r smotyn yn llawn hyder nawr.
A ni'n offi syniad o Wynter Jones, jyst fel bel ochr arall, pan mae'n i cicio'r smotyn. Ei hoffod i bod yn targedu cicio'r smotyn, ond ni'n bod yn meddwl falle mae dyna'i cyfle gorau nhw ers diwedd 90 munud mewn ffordd.
Wel, ie, na, fi'n credu gaethon nhw hanner cyntaf da iawn, ond ers hynny maen nhw wedi tawelu. Felly na, yn enwedig yn amser ychwanegol wyn nhw'n sy'n credu yn moyn cicio'r smotyn. Gol geidwad syr yn y gêm, bydd e'n llawn hyder yn mewn i cicio'r smotyn a gallai fod yn arwr nawr.
Mae yna gyfle i rhywun bod yn arwr, fel maen nhw'n gweud. Mae'n amser am cicio'r smotyn, mae'n amser am yr holl ystrydebau. Ni'n hoffi hyn. Os mynd i amser ychwanegol, mae'n man yn ei fynd yr holl ffordd i cicio'r smotyn. Dwi'n siŵr sy'r chwaraewyr yn cytuno. A drwy'r cyfan, mae'r dre newydd yn eistedd yn ôl ac yn gwylio. A trotha fel ni Met yn fyw ar sgorio pan math i gicio'r smotyn. Gyson ni llawer o gicio'r smotyn. A Siom yn y pen draw yn ebyn Ceicon na. Nôl â ni at Mike Davies felly.
Well, here we are, a penalty shootout at the Kincoid campus to see who will play Newtown in the cup final next week to get into Europe. Kyle McCarthy, Mr. Dependable, all afternoon has stepped up to take on the main man for Haverfordwest. There's the referee chatting to the two goalkeepers about movement.
See all the fans making their way down to the other side of the goal.
Well, there'll be a lot of fans down behind the goal now, Haverfordwest fans and Met. Well turned out support today, the Haverfordwest crowd. McCarthy.
Yeah, he'd be my number one probably, Kyle. Reliable, the day he's had as well.
Well, I think he'll go the way that Elliot Evans went as well.
Yeah, as a left footer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle McCarthy against Zach Jones. First penalty in the shootout. McCarthy. Clips it. What a save. A brilliant save again from Jones. Just don't think he's put enough on that.
Well, you called it. He's going to go that same way. From here, look pretty. Yeah, it's similar area to Elliott's penalty. And again, just a big hand.
I think he saved it with his feet in the end.
With his feet?
Yeah, it looks like he saved it with his feet, Zach Jones, but he's put his team in what a positive start. And Dylan Rees, ex-Cardiff Met player, goes to take the penalty against his old club.
Dylan again took that penalty for us in the home fixture at Leckwith when we were in Europe, so as a track record goes.
Dylan Rees against Alex Lang to give the Bluebirds a 1-0 advantage. Rees. There's the 1-0 advantage right in the corner, gives the goalkeeper no chance, and the Bluebirds are 1-0 ahead.
Brilliant penalty, Dylan Rees, you know. I said as he stepped up, so reliable from these. Always in training, used to go that way, and look at that side net, and you don't save those.
Great penalty from Rees.
Yeah,
the next Mr. Rees to take one from the spot kick is Lewis Rees. Can somebody put the ball past this goalkeeper this afternoon? Rees against Jones. Jones again! This boy is having some afternoon. Brilliant save. Same way. Same man. Wonderful save.
Yeah, same way, same result. Look at that, yeah. Even further in the corner now. Hasn't left a leg out. Again, I don't think it's an awful penalty. I think it's a good save again, and yeah, enjoy it.
I think Zach Jones will want this game to go on forever.
Yeah, don't let it stop.
Chance now to get their first goal of the afternoon. Jack Leahy. The second goal, sorry. Oh, brilliant penalty from Leahy, right in the top corner. That was a quality strike. May have hit the underside of the bar, but there was only one place that was going.
I tell you what can you say?
What I can say, Will, is that gives the Bluebirds a massive advantage. 2-0 ahead after 2 penalties, and there's plenty of pressure on CJ Craven on only the 3rd penalty. Can he beat Superman between the sticks?
I tell you what, Lee could have practiced that penalty 100 times and never would have hit a better one in training.
Craven.
Big penalty here.
Against Jones. Surely not the same way. Goes the same way. Plenty of bottle there from Craven.
Yeah, he is human.
He is human. Still plenty to do. Lang. Jordan Davis. Still has to put the ball in the back of the net. And can Lang perform some miracles and keep his team in the shootout? Jones says to Davis, go and do your job, son. I think this means that if they were to win, the final would be at Newtown, the team with the highest place finish. Jordan Davis to keep his team with a 2 advantage. Davis against Lang. Davis puts it in the corner. Cooley puts his hands by his ears. And it's sudden death from here onwards.
Must say, a great penalty from Jordan Davis. Yeah, really good. I mean, Langy's gone the right way, and yeah, the penalty's too good.
Yeah, we're down to sudden death. Sam Jones to keep his team in the contest. Another save from Zach Jones. would see the Bluebirds make the final. This is what you call pressure. Jones versus Jones. Great penalty from Jones. Squeezed it in the corner, but it keeps his team in it. Will, there's times in football matches when it's your day. Henry Jones give the penalty away 20 minutes before the end of the game, and his goalkeeper bailed him out. Henry Jones now has the chance to win it for Haverfordwest County.
Yeah, I mean, it would just be written in the stars really for Henry to go from 0 to hero, to give away a penalty and potentially win the game with a penalty kick from himself.
Henry Jones from 12 yards could put his team into the Europa League playoff final against Newtown next Saturday. Jones v Lang. Saved! Not positive enough on the kick. There was a stall before he took it. And Alex Lang keeps his team in it.
Wow. There it is. When it's not your day, it's obviously not your day. What a great save.
Great save from the goalkeeper. Not the greatest of penalties, by the way.
Penalties, no, it's not. His teammates get around him.
Veal, I think, was brought on as a last-minute substitute, so his job was to most probably to be a penalty taker.
Has to score.
Has to score to give his team a chance. Veal against Jones. Veal. Back of the net from Veal. Substitution paid off. And all the pressure now in the world goes on Elliot Duggan. Chance to put his team into the final.
I must say, it's a brilliant penalty to come on for the last 2 minutes and to wrap it into the bottom corner like that. And to be fair, you've got to credit Cardiff Met for missing their first two to stretch it to the fifth one.
Fourth back in.
Yeah, credit to him.
Elliot Duggan. Football's a simple game, Elliot. Put the ball in the back of the net and your team are in the final. Duggan v Lang. And his team are in the final. Duggan smashes the ball in the back of the net, and Haverfordwest County will play Newtown in the Europa Conference playoff final next Saturday.
There it is. Yeah, a brilliant penalty from Elliot Duggan. Fair play, he's just gone for power, which has, you know, obviously been the way today with a couple of missed penalties. But a brilliant penalty. You know, Haverfordwest dug deep at times, but at the end they've done really, really well to pull through, and, you know, wish them all the best.
What the fuck you wearing?
So it's that's the end of the penalty shootout. We'll be going back to Dylan Ebenezer now. Look forward to seeing you next week at the final.
Anhygol holl ffordd yn dathlu. Mae'l gorffen yn 7th allan o fynd yr holl ffordd i Ewrop.
Ie, fi'n credu ni. Fi'n credu mai hon fydd y final heddi. Fi'n credu, os bydde Hwlffordd wedi meiddi Met Caerdydd fel maen nhw wedi wneud, fi'n credu mewn o'r holl ffordd nawr.
Beth am y gol geidwad na, Zach Jones?
O, wydd neb yn meiddi fe heddi. Am perfformiad gyda fe, chymod, safio dau penalty, a un yn y gêm. Pob clod i fe, heiddiannol iawn.
Dim goliau, ond drama a ciciau o'r smotyn. Diolch am eich amser. Newyddion y chwaraeon yn dilyn ar S4C. Hwlffordd, dim yn yr holl ffordd i Gaerdydd. Allan o fynd yr holl ffordd i'r Drenewydd ac i Ewrop. Hwyl fawr i chi.